Hey, what's up, everybody? The intro. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening, good evening. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth Chat 'em Up podcast platform. Again, y'all know me. I don't care what you call it, as long as you are here, and I appreciate you being here. It's Thursday. We are here every Thursday. And listen, let me do this right. A formal introduction for those of you all who do not know. I am Donna. I am the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth platform. Here at the Real Life Relationship Growth, we are here to build. We are here to build healthy, growing, productive relationships. That's what this place is all about. So, welcome in to the couch, welcome into this time. It is a little after 8, so I apologize for the bit of tardiness. We just trying to make sure we get everything together and everything going like it needs to be. So hey, I like to say this. I gotta let y'all know. So listen, I am not a relationship expert. I'm just a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That is who I am. My life has had some ups, my life has had some downs, but I've come to this point where I have learned to take what's healthy, take what's productive, take what helps me grow and use it. Everything else, I throw it away. Everything else, I throw it away. I try to learn from all experiences that I've gone through. And this is why I chose to do this, because I believe in the village concept. I believe in that thing. Um, I am my brother's keeper. I believe in that thing. We're not going to always agree. We are not, because we're different people from different walks of life, different experiences, different places. But that does not mean we can't be on the same team. It does not mean that. So, so that means the things that you have gone through in life, I guarantee you, I promise you, someone else is dealing with that same type thing or have dealt with that same type thing. And what you say and what they say and what we say, we can help somebody else. We can help somebody else, right? So that's what we're here for. This is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. This is it. You have to be, I almost messed it up. Where my girl at? She gonna hold me down in the background, get me right. This is the criteria to be a part of this family. You have to be single, dating, courting, married, divorced, or widower. That is the criteria for you to be a part of the Real Life Relationship Growth family. Now, I guarantee you, yet again, another guarantee, you fall into one of those categories. If you are at least 21, if you are at least 21, you fall into one of those categories. So, hey, we are here to learn, we're here to give, we're here to take, but we are here. So, I appreciate y'all. So, I have to do this. I always have to say this. I want to give a big up to my brothers. From day one of the Real Life Relationship Growth, the men have been a very productive part of this platform. I really appreciate you all, because without you all, that a lot of times we have this issue and women complain, men don't talk, men don't do this, men don't do that. Ladies, y'all better stick around and hang around, because at the Real Life Relationship Growth, the brothers are here. The brothers are here. And speaking of the brothers being here, it's all about them tonight. It's all about them tonight. If you all missed the show, the discussion, the week before Thanksgiving, the Thursday before Thanksgiving, we had the ladies on, and the topic was touch me, tease me, what women want. Hey, what listen, tonight, y'all know me. If I do one, I'm going to do the other. We don't have no male bashing and female bashing. We just come together to build one another. So ladies, get out your notepads, your whatever you do to keep your documents, your mental Rolodex, whatever it is that you do, get it out tonight because our topic tonight, let me put it up on the screen because I'm a visual person and some of y'all might be. Our topic is men at work. What a man wants. What a man wants. Now, let me be specific. When y'all heard Touch Me, Tease Me, I'm pretty sure y'all knew what that was. The ladies, the week prior, talked about their sexual desires, their needs, their wants, misconceptions, health, all of that. All of that. So, guess what we doing tonight? We doing it for the brothers. We are talking sexual, y'all. We ain't talking about how a brother wants you to cook dinner, if he wants you to cook dinner, whatever. We grown. We here with this thing tonight. So first I gotta bring my girl on. This is my right hand. I could not do this without her. She was having a little bit of technicals tonight, but I think we are good. Let me get her on. Miss Corey. Oh, Miss Corey looked like she's still having some technicals. That's all right. That's all right. We're gonna come back to it and we're gonna get my girl on because I need her in the building. So while we waiting on Corey, I gotta bring this brother out, this gentleman, this man. Let me just bring him on, Mr. Tony Fontana. Hey, sir.
Hey Donna, how you doing?
I am good. I'm good, Tony. We missed you. We missed you.
I missed you too.
Yeah. So those of you all who don't know, Tony has been a pivotal part of growing the real life relationship growth because he is that male sounding board for us. Tony and I have been rocking for years. His wife is one of my good friends, and Tony has a Tony has a platform, not necessarily with a podcast or anything like that. Tony, tell them real quick what your thing is.
So I'm a certified life coach and I focus on married men who have been divorced before. I've been divorced twice before, currently married to my wonderful wife, Paula. And so I have put together a platform called the Marriage Redeveloper. And I'm here to help men, especially men that have been divorced, kind of get through some stuff because a divorce can cause some pain, some hurt, give you some baggage, create those triggers that we have to know that exist so that when we get into another relationship, especially if you're considering marriage, how to kind of navigate all that stuff. So that's my focus. My focus is on married men who have been divorced.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Really, really appreciate you. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, my girl Corey, I don't know what's going on tonight. We're gonna try one more time to get Miss Corey on. Corey B. All right. We're gonna let Corey work it out. Meanwhile, while Corey is working it out, y'all, I like to bring on the folks who are not strangers. Who are not strangers. So the next I'm gonna bring up is Mr. Sylvester. Hey, Sly.
Hello, everyone. How you all doing tonight?
Hey, Sylvester.
Doing
What's going
great.
on, Tony? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Sylvester.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the
Mhm.
conversation.
Yeah, yeah. So as we go, you all, we have some brothers that are coming in. They're coming in a little bit late, coming from work and different things like that. So we don't hinder a man when he working. So they're welcome to come in a little bit late. So I'm going to bring on next um, so like I said, letting y'all know Corey is my behind the scenes. So I'm gonna have to work some double duty tonight because I have a few intros that we want to read off, and she normally does that. But I'm gonna go ahead and handle that tonight. Handle that tonight. Another gentleman who has rocked with us from time to time, Mr. J.S. Torres. Hello, sir.
Greetings. How we doing tonight?
In the building, in the
Hey,
building.
JS.
Let
In
me
the
let me
building, indeed.
yeah, let me do this real quick, y'all. I may shorten things up because, like I said, Corey usually does this, and I don't want to belabor the moments too long. So, Mr. J.S. Torres is 37 from Tampa, Florida. His background is baseball, the sports industry, and event security. He has a YouTube channel. It's called The Right Brained. Say it for me.
Boricua.
Boricua. Thank you.
Represent for
Right
the
Brained
Boricuas, Puerto
Boricua.
Rican.
All
So,
right. All right. All right. So it's good to have you, brother. He's been on the couch a time or two with us. So I wanted to bring him on tonight. Let's see we get my girl Corey. We're gonna keep trying till we
Oh,
get it.
okay.
Hey love.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Don't move, Corey. Don't say nothing. All right, Corey, you ready? Because the next one we're
Yes.
bringing on, we don't have to do. Let me bring this brother on because again, we bringing on everybody who is home. This is home. Once you come one time, you know what
That's
we
it.
say. You come one time and you come back. Hello,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
Hi.
No introduction needed. Yes. We gonna keep rocking. No introduction
Oh,
needed. My boy, Mr. Bobby Drake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He done started already, Corey.
Oh, hold on,
I
hold
love
on.
that. I love your pretty hair. I love how you got your hair out. I
Roll Tide, y'all.
love
Roll
it.
Tide.
Oh, that okay.
Thank
I
you,
was
love.
look. I barely looking. I wasn't paying attention to roll tide. All right, all
Thank you,
right,
love.
all
Thank you.
right, Miss
Thank you,
Corey.
Cora.
Corey, next we're gonna bring on Mr. William. You ready?
Hey,
You ready? With Mr.
I
Williams' bio,
am.
Miss Corey. All
I
right,
am.
my man, Mr. William. Hey, William.
hey, how's it going?
Going well. Going
Hello.
well. Miss Corey, go ahead. Do your thing, babe.
All right. All right, audience. This is William. He is 44 years old. He is divorced. He has no children. He is originally from Boston. He moved to Georgia in 93, raised in Decatur. He went to Southwest DeKalb High School and then DeKalb Tech for is now an HVAC engineer for Fifth Third Banks. And he has a Glenwood and he loves sports, wrestling, and video games. Welcome,
Glenwood.
William.
Okay. 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 And the next brother we gonna bring on in the moment is last but not least in the moment. Again, we do have about two more gentlemen that are going to join us, but right now, last on the platform right now is Mr. King.
All right.
Hey, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, Miss Corey, do your thing, baby.
All right. King's bio is short and sweet. He is King. He is 40 from Chicago. He don't pay them country boys nothing. If you know, you know. And he's a property manager and he does private security as well. Welcome,
All
King.
right.
Hey, King.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Corey, I know you were having some technicals, so I'm gonna peek real quick.
Oh, YouTube is up.
Make YouTube is up. That's what I
It's
needed to
up.
know. Thank you, my
Yes.
dear. Thank you, my dear. All right, y'all. We gonna get started with this thing. We gonna get started with this thing tonight. Bobby, Mr. Bobby Drake.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
sir.
How you
Hey,
doing?
good.
Hello.
Look,
All right.
I owe you a phone call.
I wasn't gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say it. But you know, and
I
I
know.
know, and
I
so
know.
I you
I'm
know,
gonna call you because
that that ain't nobody business.
it's
That ain't
been a
nobody
lot going
business.
on. It's been a lot
It's
going on, but I'm
okay.
gonna call you. I'm gonna call
Well,
you.
you look in good health and good spirits,
Well,
so we
thank
good.
you. Thank you.
We
Thank
good.
you. Y'all know me. I gotta switch it up. I switch it up all the time. So
Hey, I got one thing real quick though. It's all about
what
them
you
buck. Sorry, Roll Tide.
I'm sorry.
I said it's all about them Buckeyes. Sorry, Roll Tide.
We
For
all
real.
got the right to
I
love.
hope.
We got the right to love who we love. It's okay. I don't begrudge that. I was an Alabama fan when we was terrible, and so it's all the same to me. I love my team.
All right. All right, y'all. We're going to get started. Our topic tonight, men at work. What a man wants. What a man wants. Now, of course, as a woman, I can't answer these questions. So I had to bring the gentleman on. I had to bring the gentleman on so they can give us the direct answer to these things. So we have an array of men on tonight. As y'all can see, their physical appearance is totally different, and I love it. The Rainbow Tribe, I love it. And we have one married gentleman on, which is Tony. We were supposed to have another married gentleman on, which is okay. He can't make it tonight. So we told Tony he gonna have to hold it down. But not just that. Every gentleman on here pretty much has been married except JS. Except JS. So their experiences with that
Count your
definitely
blessings, fam.
is what
Nothing. I'm sorry. I couldn't pass it up. I joke a lot. I'm sorry. I'm cut off. No more
you
jokes.
fine. You fine. You know I love it. You know I
You ain't
love
got
it.
no
We gonna be
behavior.
real. We gonna
None.
be real. All right, y'all. So I was doing a little research, a little studying. I think it's important when you come with something that you at least take some time to get information you don't have or you don't know. And I came across quite a few things in my studies over the last few days. One kind of blew my mind a little bit. We're gonna get to that one because that was a fun. That gave me something to doggone put in my little repertoire because I was like, okay, okay. So I wanted to start out by saying sex is biologically required for men. Let me repeat that. Sex is biologically required for men. For men. So I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this, and then we're gonna get into this thing. A man's sexual needs involves both biological and psychological factors. That includes physical release, emotional connection, and validation. Physical attraction is key, and desire is significantly driven by feeling wanted, feeling close to a partner, and achieving emotional intimacy, which is expressed by nonverbal communication, sex. Nonverbal communication, sex. Sex. Did gentlemen, did that resonate? Anything I said within that, did that resonate with y'all? Did something stand out? Did you think something was like, So okay, Bobby, you nod your head. What stood out for you?
Can you read the first line again?
The initial opening sex is biologically
Yes.
required.
Yes, that one.
Sex is
Mhm.
biologically required for a man. Go ahead, sir.
Just a man?
Sorry,
Just a man?
just a man.
Just a man?
Um, well, it may not be just a man, but remember, the ladies had that thing the other week, right? Right,
Right, but we can't address this as men without addressing. There's usually two parties at a minimum involved in these circumstances,
right.
and we got to address.
I've,
Go ahead.
You you ever seen a woman when she needs something that she don't have?
Uh huh. Uh huh.
oh,
It's biologically required.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period.
Period. I totally agree.
Okay, that's all I got.
hey,
Okay. Go
but
ahead, King.
both sides tend to improvise, right? But for a man, I speak for me, it's a stress reliever. Like as a man, we deal with so much. That's that. That's the way we should relieve our stress in realness. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it can come out so many ways. And it come off in aggression, anger, all type of stuff. But I feel like with that soft piece next to you, that's our stress reliever. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we like I'll tell my woman, you know, we mad at each other. Let's meet in the bedroom. We can take it out enough. That's
Fight
a,
it out in there.
that's the time. Hey, we ain't even gotta go to the bedroom. The kitchen, the countertop, wherever. You know, you need private space, get it on. But I feel like that's when you know, if she mad at you, you ain't gotta do that crazy. You can dig your nails in my back, scratch my back up. At least I know that's your anger, and you know I'm gonna pound you to relieve my stress. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
We'll take it out on each other that way.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, you know, nah, it should go down there.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So I
love it.
think that what the first brother was trying to say is that see, we will express that we need sex. Women are like the opposite. A lot of women are the opposite. They won't say that they need it. So that's what I think. And correct me if I'm wrong, right? That's what I think that the brother was trying to like get at is that, we know that, and women know too that, it is biologically inclined in us to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish I believe we just wish that like the women were more like open about that as well, instead of just acting like, oh, we don't need it, we don't need y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So in addition
Mm-hmm.
to that, I feel like when I like a lot of guys be wanting a woman to come on to them, right? That's cool, right? Because women, that's what they want from the man. They want that. They, that's the part they want us to be aggressive about when we, you know what I'm saying, we pursue them for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it feels good when a woman uh put it out there like, yeah, come here, give me some. But they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they be conservative. Even with they man, some of them like to be conservative. They want you to come chase them around, slap their booty, let them know, whatever the case. We supposed to send a signal to them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they do the first signing of, as men, we gotta understand, which is hard for women. Like we have to know our partner. Like we gotta know if they started some crap with us, they want our attention. It,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need to focus on what they bring up to get our like to get us riled up. They yearning for our attention, and that's the only way. Typically, how they do it, they'll start something with us just to get our attention. Whether it's they want us to be, around them, smothering them, covering them, however, we can treat it like Waffle House, smother, covered, and chunky. You know what I mean? But that's what they do to us. So as a man, we can't fall into the negative side of it. We got to look at it like, all right, you need some attention. All right, you acting out right now. Come on,
Mm-hmm.
come here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Come here. And it's so crazy because a lot of times people miss that. They miss that part of just needing the attention versus focusing on the petty stuff. Like, nah, they need some attention. We need to give it to them. Because as
Mm-hmm.
people, we be so busy. Not saying that the women don't, but we be so busy and caught up every day to the point when we come home, it's like, all right, we trying to wind down, but in our head, we like, yeah, we need to go to Pound Town or whatever the case may be. Like, we need to go handle this. Like, I got some built up stress. She got some built up stress. She had a long day. We need that physical touch, and then
Mm-hmm.
necessarily got to be the sexual part. We just need that physical touch. Whether it's a hug, we hugging up, kissing, just showing that affection. Women need affection. So as their man, we gotta provide that. And a lot of times we be so hard all the time in a different space that sometimes we don't offer that to them, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to be able to do that.
So I appreciate everything y'all are saying. I appreciate what you're saying, King. And we definitely all know that sex is biologically required for males and females, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that I noticed, and I'm not trying to take away from anything at all. Everything y'all said thus far led back to, in some form, what you felt like or feel like your responsibility is to the woman in the sexual network of things. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
That's
That's fair to say. Okay. Okay. So, because the first thing Mr. Drake said is that pretty much that's everybody. It's biologically required for everybody. So, and then King went into all the things that you do for your woman because she's acting a certain way. And I get that and I appreciate that. And I love that y'all thought process. Of course, like you said, Bobby, you can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other. If I'm here sexually, my thought is the only way I'm gonna deal with this is with somebody else. I'm relieving those thoughts and those things. And y'all jumping, y'all already into this thing, and I appreciate it. But I want us to back up a little bit because I want to say this, brothers. We're here for y'all tonight. I know where y'all going, and I know what y'all do as far as taking care of and making sure we're good. But my question tonight, and the ladies want to know, and the ladies need to know, what do y'all need? What do y'all need? We're not gonna take away at all from the fact that y'all are the head, y'all are the leaders, and we want y'all to be that, right? But I hear so many times from men that women they're not listening, they're not getting what I need. They're I'm trying to tell them, I'm trying to show them, and it's all about them. And if y'all can kind of understand, kind of rightfully so, because what y'all did, y'all automatically went to us. But we coming it back. We gonna circle it back. We coming back to y'all. We want to know. Sexually, we want, again, as much as you desire to share or as little, and it doesn't have to necessarily be about your experience. But as a man speaking for men, we just need to know, what is it that y'all need? The things that I read talked about the biological and the psychological factors. Y'all want to feel needed and wanted and desired. Y'all want that. We know y'all want that. But a lot of times we really don't know. Some women don't know, some, but not all. Some but all, Corey.
Some and all.
Some but all. Some
Some
but
and
not
all.
all. Because when you take time to figure things out, you figure things out. Work that thing. But we want to know. We want to know when you come home after a long day at work, what you need, sir. What you want.
I want my feet rubbed, I want my back rubbed, my neck
There you
rubbed.
go. Yep.
Okay.
Never go wrong with those things.
Okay.
I will say, as a guy, I think the main thing that I try to tell a lot of my female friends when dealing with their boyfriends or husbands is, you got to understand, as guys, we really don't hear good things a lot of times. We hear what we've done wrong, what we're doing wrong, we ain't did, how we ain't do it right. Not necessarily from our girl, but from our boss, from the police who pull you over for not stopping at the stop sign correctly. So I think, to neutralize that, we need to hear what we do right. Because I think, for me, a lot of times we do 50 things right, but it's treated as, well, you're supposed to do that. You're a man. You open the door for me. Well, you're supposed to do that. You're a man. I think really what we need is, when we do things right, let us know. The other day you did such and such, and I just want to let you know I really appreciate that. I love you, and or tell us we look good, or just man, you looking real sexy today. Things like that. That goes a long way with the man, because we don't hear Yeah, we those. don't. Yeah, we don't get complimented enough. No,
Well,
not at
let,
all.
let,
We
let,
try our best to look good, because I'm gonna be real. Every time I step outside, I'm gonna look my best or near my best, because for a woman to catch that, for a woman to be like, damn, that dude look good today, and acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely, whether it's online or in real life, that I can count on probably one hand how many compliments I get from women in a month span. And
Hmm.
that's a problem.
Hmm.
Well, let me ask this question, Donna. Are we talking about sex from our personal women, or are we just talking about sex from women in general?
That could be either or. Wherever
Okay.
your answer comes from, wherever your thought
Well,
process comes from.
I I think when it comes to the women or the woman that we choose, we're looking for someone that is equal to us in sexual mentality, first of all. Because if you on two different slopes, it's not gonna work. Because you may want more than your partner, or your partner may want more than you. And one of y'all, if y'all want more than the other, you're gonna be like, oh, that's weird, or I don't do this, or I don't do that. So first of all, you gotta find somebody that is your equal in the bedroom. That's the first thing,
Okay.
you know. And then once you find that, you don't even have to ask. It basically comes natural. Like King was saying, when you come through the door, she's going to know, hey, this is what my man likes, and it's going to be done, and you're going to reciprocate that like as well. So
Mhm.
that's the first thing. You got to find somebody that is equal. We always say equally yoked. When
Mhm.
it comes to marriage, you
Mhm.
also have to find somebody that is equal in the bedroom, or someone that is willing to go to whatever levels you're willing to go to, and vice versa.
I'm glad you said that
Mhm.
because I was going to ask that question. I was going to ask, what if she's not necessarily equal? Um, what about the process of teaching someone or opening up someone to maybe some things that she has not experienced, that you can be? Y'all know y'all love being somebody first. Y'all know y'all love being a woman somebody first. So could this be an opportunity? I'm not talking about a dead fish. Let's be real. I'm not talking about a dead fish. Go ahead, King.
So that can go either way, right?
Hmm.
So what I was going to say before you got to that point is it's about learning your person, right?
Mm.
Uh, to know is to teach, to learn. So if you with somebody, especially if you don't got to a point where y'all in a relationship, that means you should have took time to learn what they like, what they don't like, vice versa. Um, and in regards to that, you know, as a we have to pay attention to what the woman knows about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and vice versa. I hear a lot of guys, which is weird to me. They don't pay attention to their woman, and I feel like if I'm with somebody, I'm paying attention to her whole body. I'm paying attention to how she responds to me, how she interact with me. I'm paying attention to all of that. Like, so when we are in the bedroom, I'm paying attention to how her body responds.
Hmm.
I can tell what what make that thing wet, what keep
Hmm.
and keep.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you hear the term, "Oh, that thing ain't wet." Well, something you ain't doing that ain't keeping it wet
Mhm.
at all. So you got to pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And me personally, I feel like no woman should need no lube. It's about what you do to turn her on, mentally and physically.
I'm glad you said that. I'm
So,
glad you said that. That
so,
mental.
and as guys, we got to understand. For most women, especially mature women, if they open up their legs for us, we done got them there mentally.
Mm.
The thing about it is we have to keep them there mentally. So, you know, if we got them there mentally, that physically gonna just add to it.
It's gonna
Or
add to it. It's gonna add to it.
at
Yeah.
least it should.
I love
So
that.
then,
So yeah, are we paying attention, y'all? These men started out by saying nobody said the first thing they wanted or needed was physical, actual sex. They we they walked in the door And nobody said jump my bones when I walk through the door. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But we talking about this, and you said it, King, that mental thing. And I think, and I know it's not a thing. I know that's necessary on the other side as well. Cause we talk about not being turned on, like you said, not she not getting wet, and how if she not getting wet, whose fault that is. That's pretty much your fault, sir. But if your man is not standing to attention and it takes a minute, or if physically he gonna stand to attention, because some brothers when the wind blow, but it's that thing of the mind, it's that mental thing, it's that mental thing. So I appreciate that y'all went there with the King, and you said that with that mental thing, because you're right. If mentally you tapped into that woman, there's not much she is not going to do for you.
It
But you got to
depends on the
understand
woman.
too.
It
Well,
still
you got to
depends on the
understand,
woman.
but you
Oh, go
also
ahead.
have to understand. I was going to say you also have to understand that all of that comes with experience. And just because we are of a certain age doesn't mean that everyone has that experience.
Mhm.
Because, you know,
Mhm.
as like for me, I've traveled all over the world, and there are certain things that you may see or do in one country that you don't do here in the US, and women or men will look at it as like, oh nah, I don't do that, or this, that. So like that's why it comes back to equality, being equal in mindset, equal in your physical, bedroom actions. So you got to think about a lot of that. One thing that King did say, those are things that you talk about that you can't be afraid to bring up when you are in that, what is it, courting, dating, vetting stage. But
Mhm.
so many people feel that sex is, oh, it's so taboo to talk about. No, it isn't, because it's very vital in the relationship. And they're like, well, you can't talk about it too early. Why can't you? Just like,
Mhm.
women and men talk about, well, this is what I want from a woman, from it could be a financial thing, it could be from a spiritual thing. You need to know what you want from your man or woman in a sexual realm as well, or
Mhm.
at least throw out the basics. You may not put everything out there, but throw out the basics,
Right.
So I have a little bit
Right.
of
because you
pushback
have
on
to.
that.
I'm sorry, JS. Hold on one second. Mr. Drake, what were you gonna say?
So I love our discourse. I think it's good. I think it's great. I think that we all have something to say and a certain way we feel about things. But according to my head count, it's 8 people on this call. The same way you mentioned us as a rainbow of men. Um, I would be remiss if we would be remiss if we did not consider that we're all individuals, and
Right.
it's some certain things that across the board, okay, yeah, but everybody's different. Um, what everybody needs, what I need, the brother here, the brother here, the brother here, the lady there, the lady there, the brother there. I got to do my usher thing from the last time because I am in the middle. But we all may have certain things that are similar about our desires, but it's so much latitude that we have to give to each other to consider our individuality. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of times these conversations are fruitful, but if we considered it as not gospel of what men want,
Mhm.
I don't know what this dude want. I don't know what this dude
Mhm.
want. I don't know what that
Mhm.
dude want. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop doing it. But we all know what we want. It's some
Yeah.
certain things that are true across the board, but realistically, when it really comes down to it, it depends on who you're dealing with. Like a lot of times, we in relationships with people that she look good, I look good, I like her, she like me, and
Mhm.
then things ain't
Black
working out. Well,
homo.
things ain't working out because we ain't. I don't even know if I like you. I don't even
Right.
know if you really like it. And when I say
Right.
like me, not like, oh, I like you. Do
Right.
you like me as a person? Like in my
Mhm.
sleep in the bed, when you look at me, do you look at me and
Are
frown
you
up? Look,
frowning?
you breathe. I wish he just stopped breathing. You in trouble, bro. Like, look,
Hello.
sex is at least our words.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know, and I think it comes from really learning, growing, and deciding what you want as a person. Like I'm Sapio, so she can be fine all day. She can fit every physical characteristic that I desire. I can see her walking. I can speak to her. I can say, "Hey, ma'am, how you doing?" And she said, "Oh, what?"
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Like if I gotta wonder if you can spell your own middle name, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah. And
That's it.
Sylvester, to his point, I love
So,
that he said that he was pretty much world travel, different places. And when you go to a certain country, a certain place, it's different. It's
Mhm.
different. So it comes back to what you're saying, Mr. Drake. It's all down to understanding your person, getting to know. So even with your usher dialogue, it's still this one, that one, this one, that one, all of that. It's still knowing your person, knowing your person. JS, I didn't forget you, but I want to say this
and
real
most
quick.
importantly, knowing you. I'm sorry to cut across you, but knowing you. How you gonna expect somebody to know you if you
So
don't know
hold
you?
on,
You got to
yeah,
know you.
because there it
All right, I'm
is.
sorry. I'm
And that's
sorry. I'm
no, you
sorry.
good.
My bad.
That's why I was saying I'm gonna back up just a little bit, just a little bit. Because one thing we didn't address when we first came in here is exactly what you said. Know thyself. Knowing yourself. Knowing what your so the question is the topic is men at work. What? Let me put it up because I'm visual. Men at work, what a man wants. What a man wants. Not every man. You the man.
Amen.
You the man. Uh-huh.
But that
So
goes back.
after JS goes, I'm going to tell you what I want.
Okay. Go ahead, Jazz.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I wanted to push back a little bit on the dude that's was talking before, the guy in the middle. Sorry, I can't read y'all names. So
Bobby.
I'm Bobby.
Bobby.
yeah, so like you have mentioned something about mentioning sex when you get to know a person, right? So I'm kind of like, I guess,
That was
confused,
that was
but
before me.
like not, well,
That was
for
a year
lack of a
before
better
me.
word, confused about like, so how early or how soon or when into the getting to know stage do you, or like if she mentions sex first, then you know we already know what type of time she on, kind so to speak, right?
You gotta let her
But
set the fence though. Like you're a gentleman. You're a man. Yeah, you approached her, but you gotta let her. Talk to her.
no, I
Talk to
I
a
agree.
person. Yeah, you
No,
talk to
that's what I'm
him,
saying.
and
During the
and and I'll be
conversation,
real with you. If I've had conversations where we talked for weeks and sex didn't really come up. I've had conversations at the first night. I generally, I believe in letting the woman set the boundaries in that regard and not exceeding those
mhm.
boundaries unless y'all vibe goes in that direction. Like, if she
It, it,
mentions
it,
something
it's
and you having a conversation, that's different. But if you bring it up like, "Hey, how you doing? Ooh, what size is your booty?"
Right. Yeah, exactly my point. Not in that context, but like
well,
say like within like 5 minutes of the conversation, you're asking her, okay, so
So
what you like better,
no,
like my chest, or like what type of body part do you
well,
find
well,
sexy on me or whatever?
go ahead,
well,
You know
Sylvester.
what I'm saying?
well.
Yeah.
Let me say this:
Hold on. Go
it's
ahead,
all about
Sylvester.
first of all, it's all about reading the room. And once you read the room with whomever you're talking to, you got to understand we're all grown and we speak, as grown folk, we speak in mature manners, we speak in mature ways.
Yeah.
You just walk up to a woman and you
And we
say,
should.
"Oh, what size is your booty?" I mean, that's very immature. You got to be able to talk and read the room in a mature way. And I'm not saying whether it's 5 minutes or whether it's 5 hours, you know, whatever type of conversation you're having, you should know when to bring up anything, whether it's because we always have that big issue as men. We say, oh, when women try to get in our pockets, you know, they always bringing up money. Well,
Mm,
just like they need to know when to bring that, subject up, we need to know when to bring the subject up of sex. And it's not always about me having sex with you, but
mm-hmm.
when you're talking to a woman, you learn certain things about a woman to see if she is compatible with having sex with you.
And I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Tony go, but real quick, JS, know thyself. It still comes back to knowing thyself. It doesn't matter who you come in who you encounter, whether you're attracted to this person and you're kind of asking the question, what's that timeline, right? Know thyself. That's based on you, to be honest. That's
Well,
really based
I
on
know that's what I'm saying. I know like myself and when I can bring it up, but once I do, now I'm met with, oh, why are we talking about this too early? Or it's a turn off, or we're not
you
there
still
yet. Like
reading the room.
why are we rushing it? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
Read the
still reading
room.
the room. And like we gotta let Tony in, but you still reading the room. And like Sylvester was saying,
Always
we
read the
grown.
room.
We grown. So what I mean by that is, as a woman, I don't get offended when a man mentions sex. Now it's how he does it. That's the problem. That could be the problem. But if he mentions it, listen, I'm fine. He fine.
Well,
I'm attracted.
well,
He attracted.
Give me an
So
example of how, Donna, real quick, if you don't mind.
an example of how a man could mention
well.
sex.
Yeah,
Is
One
that
because
what
you
you're
one
said
saying?
thing I
that
want to
like
say.
you don't mind if he
Well,
mentions it. It's the how he mentions it. So give us the example of like how in your estimation.
So if we talking and he like, damn girl, I just wanna do you, I just wanna this and I wanna do that.
Okay.
Sir, first of
Gotta
all,
get there.
I don't even know you. I don't even know you. So how did you feel that comfortable to come to me like that and say that to me? That tells me what you're about. Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry. Let's let Tony
No,
in,
no, no.
y'all.
I'm enjoying this.
I'm gonna come back to
well,
So
you,
I
T.
was
I,
gonna
I,
I was just gonna jump in and say, we what does a man want? Okay. So I gotta preface this with, when I met my wife, Paula, I had already been previously divorced twice. And I looked at what I was doing in those first two relationships. And the interesting thing was, I came to the conclusion that in this, I had sex with them before I had a committed relationship with them.
Hmm.
So I decided moving forward that when I met a woman, that wasn't going to be on the table.
Hmm.
Now, it just so happens, and this is where timing is very important. It just so happened that I met Paula at the exact time she decided that she was going to be abstinent from sex for a period of time. Now, if I would have met her at a different time, we wouldn't be married. We wouldn't be together, but the timing was perfect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
specifically, what I wanted a woman that when I touched her, she moved. Her
Yes. Oh,
body
sorry.
moved. Okay. And not necessarily touching her in a sexual way, just touching her.
Yeah.
She had to react. She had to have a positive reaction to my touch. And I'm going to be a little funny. I was not a breastfed baby, so my mouth is a sexual organ to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my mouth has
I
to be
like this guy. Can he come on every week? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
my mouth has to be included in what we doing,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
connected. It's connected to the rest of my body,
Yeah.
so that has to be there. Um, And I need, the final thing is I need a trim kitty. That's what I need.
Okay.
It's got to be nice and trimmed up and well manicured.
So no 70s Bush.
Wait, what?
Hey,
The
no,
70s Bush.
one last thing. I have
Oh,
my
this is
nose
rich.
is also included. My nose is connected to the rest of my body, so the natural smell of a woman is important to me. She has to smell. I'm not talking about perfumed and all that. I'm talking about her natural scent
Yeah.
has to agree with me.
We ladies are the same way with men. We like the way you all smell naturally. There's surveys about it. There's science
Listen,
behind it.
look, I went all through a grocery store looking for that smell. We ain't gonna share. Go ahead, King.
All right, so this kind of goes back to what I said in general. Learning your person. For you to learn somebody, you got to know yourself, right? You got to know what you want. So for you to learn somebody, you got to be able to teach them what you like. And it ain't even, it's a natural body to body connection, communication when our bodies communicate with one another, right? One thing. But I always, so I got number sisters and of course my mother. So I'm the only boy. So
I can tell. I was gonna ask you, but go
so
ahead.
you gotta understand, fellas. I think I can speak on this because I was told this, right? When you naturally meet a woman, that first interaction, she knows that it's done crossed her mind in the interaction, that first impression when you meet that woman. She knows the possibility of y'all smashing. It's all about how we play our cards, how we present ourselves, how we pursue them, how we, on that chase to get to know them. Like, we don't have to be so thirsty about the sex. A woman loves when we're not so aggressively about the sex. Some do, some don't. But you got to know that woman, right? So you can have a conversation with a woman and y'all talked about everything under the sun and moon. And if you don't talk about everything under the sun and moon, I'm pretty sure sex done came up in some way, some form of fashion, right? But you don't have to stay on that topic. When a woman sees that you're not all about the sexual topic, that makes them want you even more.
Okay.
They desire you a little bit more. Because we already know, we see a woman 9 times out of 10, we thinking with the other head, not this head. we are looking at them like, oh yeah, she can get it. That's the first thing. Like, yeah, we can clap them cheeks. Like, I want to clap them cheeks. But we don't have to display we want to clap them cheeks.
I'm sorry. So y'all see the comment right there?
Challenge on the floor.
Corey, read that. Corey, read that.
It said, well, let's talk about, it says, well, let's talk about what we want. Last week, y'all women gave specifics. No disrespect, but the brothers are not talking about the topic. And this is from another gentleman.
Okay.
Well, get his ass on here and talk then.
I did.
What do you want us to talk about?
You ain't getting no link, then shut up then. Shut the hell up.
You said
like we talking about come on part 2 then, bro. But shut up.
The question was, what do we want?
So basically,
hold on. Yeah.
Wait. So basically, let's just kind of get away from the PG versions of what we're talking about, and let's just get into specifics of
it's number 2 on the list. We about to get there. I see what he's saying. I get the point of what he's saying, brothers, and what he's saying. Like he said, the women, we got into it. Listen, how we want y'all to touch, lick, we got into it.
And
so
there was a format too. It started from
right
all the way through.
Yep, all the way through.
But correct me if I'm wrong. It was nothing but women on the platform, right?
hold on, JS. Let me say this. I don't have a problem with how
That's on the
y'all are
moderator.
flowing. I don't have a problem with how y'all are flowing because when I said at the beginning, I chose everyone to be on this platform for a reason. I don't know everybody to know their preferences, right? But having enough time with getting to know each one of y'all just on a friendship level, chilling with y'all or whatever, I wanted what King is bringing, to be honest. And King is bringing, I knew King was bred by women. I could tell because all of his answers was gearing toward taking care of that woman. And if that's what a man desires, that's what he wants and that works for him, then that is a part of what we're talking about. So we're going to get into this part right here, right? The second thing I was going to talk about, I brought up because I brought this up with the lady. And we're going to have a fact or fiction, true or false little question thing going on in a minute. I got that for y'all. But we talked about orgasms, right? Because we literally talking about sex. We know the emotion of it is important. Can we all agree? And if we don't agree, can we understand the science of it? Orgasms aren't a physical act. They don't start as a physical act. Do we understand that? Because y'all
Agreed.
I don't know about for guys. It's pretty physical for us. Sometimes.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's physical for us, but for
It
women,
has a lot to do with the
It's
physicality of it. Yeah,
some
I
women
I
see
would
it
say
the
takes
yeah.
I
some
see
work.
the mental of it though. I see the mental of it because
Hmm.
Yeah.
you gotta see what you see, like what you see, enjoy the pleasure of what you see and what you feel. And it is physical. It's very physical. Not gonna lie about that. But realistically, unless we like deep in horny mode.
So remember when we first started, I read this part. Let me read this again. Physical attraction is key, and desire is significantly driven by feeling wanted, feeling close to a partner, and achieving emotional intimacy, which is expressed by sex, nonverbal communication, physical for men, physical for men. But
Um,
before we get to the physical of anything, like, because I've heard before, my family is male dominant. It's more males than females, right? And my mother was very open and expressive in talking to us about sex. The guys, the boys, and the girls in the family, right? And have y'all heard the term before that, excuse my expression, but I have to say this the way I heard it, and this is not normally my language, y'all, but I'm gonna say it. That a man will fuck a hole in the wall.
some will.
Have y'all heard that before?
Oh yeah, a lot
Yeah.
will.
Speak on that.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I will. Well, I would say personally for me, I think a lot of female friends I talk to, what they don't understand about a lot of guys is there's two sides to sex for us. So like what you just described as far as like the physical desire and all that, that's more of like if we really like her.
Mm-hmm.
We want something serious, relationships, But sometimes, and I always say, sex for guys is algebra. It is D plus P equals O. You should know what those letters mean. And so that's why
No,
a lot of
no.
times,
What the letters mean? What the letters mean, William?
what do you think D
How can we
is?
miss that?
Hold on.
D, D is the man plus P is the woman equals
Yeah.
O, which is orgasm. So for a lot of times for guys, especially if it's not somebody we're like trying to connect like on a relationship level or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's just I want to bust this nut.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's the whole, fuck a hole in the wall. Because a lot of times it's like, I don't need to like her. I ain't even got to even be attracted to her. I could personally hate her guts, but I'm horny and I got to get one out. So it's two different levels depending on how you feel about that woman. Because, some women you want to date, and some of you just want to get off and bounce out.
Go ahead, King.
So that's a key point. But speaking on it, it like me hearing all the fellas talk, right? Either you running the streets and smashing different women, or you in a one person, you got your one person, right? It's different. We can bust a nut with whoever, right? That's our orgasm for us. Women, it's more mental with them. Like, unless they just running the street, they thotting and bopping. Nah, they looking for that one dude. Like, so for us, it's different for us because we can smash different women and not catch feelings. Let's keep it a buck. Like we built like that. Women not built like that. So so when you talking about as a man,
there's a few that are though. I will say. Sorry to cut you off, but there are a few that are wired that way.
But it's
not even many and few. It's all kinds.
She's not wired that way. She trained herself that way.
No. It's a but to that. Because they can be so-called built like that, but if they meet that one, they stuck. They stuck. How many times?
That's why I said she not wired that way. She trained herself that way.
Right. So you can meet. I done had, especially in my 20s, I done met females that were like that, but because of how I made them feel, their whole mindset changed. And you be like, it throws you off because you be like, hold on, no, you said you didn't want this, but now you catching feelings? No. Let's keep it how we was going.
Well,
right. Because like I said, I'm sorry, they're not wired like that.
Right.
They are built like that. We can
but
say
some are
all
wired
day.
like that. Like we give a lot of levity. It's
I don't agree, Donna. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's something that's why they came in this world like that.
Yes.
And you got to figure out who you dealing with. Whatever, like man. Look,
I've met a few.
I won't say they came in.
I'm just saying, man. I know them. I done met them.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, if you go back in history, if you go back in time, and you go back to where it started for them that way, because we have to be honest, y'all. None of us have created lives. There is a creator of all, and when he created us, everybody has different beliefs. I get that. But we going off of this thought process. When we were created certain ways for certain things. Men and women are different. So if women were created as a helpmate, if women were created to conceive, if women were created for these things, was naturally created in them. If there's something different from that order, even with men, it was done purposely. They worked on that. They thought about that. Something happened to put them in that state of mind.
Well, we're coming from a biblical standpoint. If we're going to do that, then we have to account for the fact that there is free will. We have to account for the fact that the world had so many wicked people biblically that we had to flood the earth and start
it's not necessarily a
so,
biblical standpoint. I'm just saying being created. Okay, I got you. I can see how that.
Because I'm telling you, I know some women, and like it's not, I know it's kind of taboo, and I don't want to make light of it. There are circumstances of sexual abuse that occurred with people that shifted how they move in this world.
You just made my point. You just made my point.
That's why but I was going somewhere with that, and I don't want to take away from those people in those circumstances. But also, I'm trying to tell you, I know some women that ain't never been touched inappropriately out the way that have told me out their own mouth they came in the world that way. And that's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm not saying that all women are. I'm just saying I know some that are.
It's a vast minority, but they're out there.
Yeah, but they are a product of their environment. That's number one. Number two, most of the women that I know that's like that, they the only girl.
They got a product of their environment. Yes.
So they learn the game from their brothers or the men in their family.
Yep. And I'm not taking I don't know every woman, and I don't know every woman's experience,
But
Um,
let's
but I like this comment. Corey, read that for me.
Yes. Experience can create chaos. This is why you may see this type of behavior from women, which stems from trauma and abuse.
So let me say this real quick. The person who made this comment is a licensed. She's been on with us before, and she is a licensed therapist, counselor. That's what she does. That's what she does. So, which is why I wanted to pop up her comment. But it's still going back to the same thing. You all are saying, and we're not gonna sit on this point too long. But it still goes back to the same thing. They will say, I'm wired this way, I move this way, this is what I do. But go back in time and see what their experiences were. See what their environment was like growing up. See how King said how many brothers they had that taught them, you don't let no ninja do this. You get him before he get you. All of those things. We bringing it back though. We talking about the brothers. We
so
talking
so
about the brothers.
Well,
so
Go
so
ahead.
so yeah. So with all that, right? Back to the main point of what you want. Listen, as a man, it's okay to come home from work and get your penis sucked if that's what you
Yep.
want to do.
There's
Well,
never a
God,
bad time.
like for me, hold on. For me, I like to take a shower first. I dated this one chick. She wouldn't let me take no showers. She came as soon as I come in. I had a meal cooked for me. She sit me down. She take my shoes off. She sucking me up.
She wanted the salty, huh?
Yeah, I didn't care for that, but guess what?
That
That's what
actually it
she wanted, and I
goes back to
loved it.
something that
I loved it.
it
That
goes
you
back
said
to something that
earlier,
our brother
right?
was speaking earlier about is some people out here dealing with folks that they're not even pheromonically compatible with.
Mm.
So,
And it
but that goes back to not to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you get back to your point. I just want to say this though. That goes back to are we just playing the field, or are we actually dating this person long term? So like I feel like on some of the stuff that we come in on, I feel like we should clarify. Like, is this just a random piece of ass, or is this somebody we call our woman that we trying to do something long term with? Because
Okay. So
it
let
comes
me let
off
me let me give some clarification. Let me give some clarification. Um, Sir, what do you want? What
Thank
do
you.
you want?
Same thing.
What do you want as a man from whether you coming from I'm single and I'm choosing to do different things. What do you want? What makes you move? What gets you going? What
well,
turns you on? If I'm
let
coming
me
from a point where I'm a married man, like we have Tony on here, what does my wife need to do? What can she do without getting too detailed? That's totally up to y'all. That keeps me focused during the day.
I need
That
my suck 3 times a week minimum.
There you go. I
three
will
times.
say for me, I think what
Wrong
what I
check.
think, and I think this is almost I'm pretty sure that most men probably feel like this. I think we want to feel wanted or desired, but not necessarily want it like she want to have sex with us, but more like she wants to please us. Because I know for me, that's like my biggest turn on is knowing that you want to please me. Because as men, we're always taught of what to do for the woman, how to please
Mhm.
her sexually, how to make her
Mhm.
smile, how to make her happy, how to
well,
whatever. So when I meet a woman that's like, I want to do this for you, I want to please you sexually. Like you said, you come home. I mean, honestly, I'm a little jealous. I ain't never had a woman like that. That I come
let,
home from work and she just try to give me head. That I need a wife like that. That'd be awesome because
okay.
that's a major turn on for me because it's like to get head without asking. That's awesome. I don't know that feeling, but that's awesome.
Well,
Maybe my next life will be like that. Fingers
Hey, but
crossed.
look, but look,
I'm a
to
Hold-
clarify, that wasn't even my wife that did that. It was a
Well,
girl.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
girl,
Go
well,
ahead.
well,
Go ahead,
you know
Sylvester.
it
Hold on.
never
Hold
is,
on.
I'm a
sir.
Hold
just
on,
It
y'all.
never
Go ahead,
is.
Sylvester.
I'm gonna
Once
just
you
say
put
this,
that
and I'm
ring,
just
I'm gonna shut up.
Go ahead,
well now I'm
Samir.
gonna just say this. I'm just speaking in terms of if this is my woman. I want my woman to be as sexually equal as I am, meaning that, hell, if I'm at work, I don't mind the mindset before I even get home. You know, you want to send me some naked pictures, send them to me. You want to, excuse my language, but if you want to, mind fuck me by saying, hey, babe, when you get home, this is what I'm gonna do to you. I'm cooking right now, but shit, I'm gonna lay the food on you and eat it off you. You know, I want that type of equal compatibility. So once I get home, I mean, I already know my mindset. It's already on and popping. You
That's
know,
right.
whether we when I get off work, we in the shower together. We got time to do that. I mean, you want now. This is just me. I want all that. Now I don't want nobody fucking with my feet because my feet real sensitive. Might get kicked in the mouth. But 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 outside of that, from the ankles up, I'm all yours. You can do whatever you choose to me. Now, if we talking about specifics, I'm gonna just say this. There are three things I don't care if it's my woman, any woman, or whatever. There are three things for me that I just will not do. I'm open to PDA. I'm open to a lot of things, but now I'm gonna give you one of these three things. Like I say, I'm a world traveler. So one thing that I won't do, I'm not licking under no woman's armpits. That's just what I won't do. Now I know y'all see that as weird. I see King face, but trust me, in
Everybody
some
turned
I
countries,
think everybody was like,
listen, listen,
I ain't
It depends.
listen.
Look,
tell
but
you
it
like
go
this.
back to the pheromones. It
But
go back to the
but but
pheromones. If you fuck
but
with her
but
pheromones, you'll be amazed what you'll do. If she
brother,
fuck with
let me
your
tell you
pheromones,
something.
you'll be amazed
No,
Let
what
me
she'll
wait.
do.
Hold up. Hold up.
no.
Hold
And
up.
I
Let
ain't
me tell
talking
you
about we
something.
ain't washed,
Wait a
we ain't
minute.
Listen,
bathed.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
listen,
Let
saying
him
the
finish his
natural
thought.
scent.
Let him finish his thought. Go
listen.
ahead.
Listen, like I said, there are three things in this world that I will not do. Now we talking specifics. Now this is just for me, and like I said, one, I'm not licking under nobody's armpits. Number two, I'm not letting nobody scat on me. If y'all know what that is, y- you know,
Tell him what it
y'all
is.
we
You
we
Tell him
good?
what
You
it
good?
is.
That's
Tell
good.
him what
You
okay.
it
good?
is.
Keep going,
And
Prince.
you
Tell
say
him what
what
it
now?
is.
Corey doesn't
Tell
know
him
what
what
it is. Look
it
at
is.
her face.
Scatting is when
Hold on.
somebody somebody. Well, I'm gonna
Who
just
don't
use the
know?
proper term. Scatting is when somebody defecate on you.
Right.
Mm,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
no,
yeah,
brother.
Right.
yeah. I'm good.
I'm
I'm
not
Right.
eating
And
nobody's ass. I don't give a damn. I'm put it out there. I'm not eating no
So,
ass.
so hold on,
Yeah, that's a
y'all.
no, no.
well,
This is a good point. This is a good point for this. Let me bring this out. Let me bring this out. We started out a little bit talking about orgasm, the male orgasm, right? So I was reading and it talked about, okay, we're going to talk about the 4 levels of a male orgasm. And it's not far from what we talked about, but what we talked about a few weeks ago. But the 4 levels of a male orgasm, first level is excitement, physical or psychological stimulation. Physical or psychological stimulation. The plateau phase, arousal. I can't even read my own writing. Arousal is sustained and it's intensified. Orgasm, the climax of the cycle. Emission, the point of no return. Y'all gone. It's girl, stop. Don't move. Hold up. Don't move.
Can I speak on that?
Too late. That's emission. Expulsion. You coming. It's too late.
How
You
many
better.
parts to this 4-part story you got?
Can
You
I
got
can I
like
y'all are
6
speak on
parts
that?
to this
complex.
4-part story.
Y'all are very
No,
complex.
I'm sorry.
The
There are
hell?
4, right? I'm sorry.
We
My
on 8.
I'm sorry. There are 4, but orgasm gave some little 2 little bullets based on orgasm. But the 4, excitement, plateau, orgasm, and resolution. And resolution,
All
right?
right, say that one more time.
Excitement, plateau, orgasm, and resolution. You
That's
looking like
not
you're
that's
going through
not what
all
I would
4
call
of them.
my
is,
playbook.
is
That's
is
not what I would call
resolution
my
a code
playbook
So
for
at
post
all.
nut clarity?
Hold on.
That's
Sorry,
just
what
what
you
that
say,
is.
Bobby? Wait a minute,
That's
what you
not
That's
say,
what I
post
would
Bobby?
nut
call my
clarity.
playbook. That's not what my playbook looks
That's
like.
that's not on your playbook?
I mean, I get it, but in the male brain, it looks different, and it's technically the same, but don't know that I would word it like
Explain.
that.
What's technically the same? I see you, King. Hold on, babes. What's technically the same?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, this is
Okay,
not
all
my
right, dig it,
yeah.
dig it. I got you, I got you,
I'm
I got you. I'm
I'm
on it.
just
I got you.
I did some reading, some research
This
in different
this would
places.
be this would be me reading off the list of the woman's arousal through climax phase.
We ain't talking about the woman's. We talking
I
about the
know, but I'm
man.
I'm making the point of it sound good from you, but it's authentic from us. And if you have us on here, you ask us what we think
Come on.
and telling us how our thing do.
Come on. Come on.
I
You
want to.
know,
I want to hear what we want, not what we don't want. What do we want?
I will say this honestly.
Absolutely.
Your 4
Absolutely.
bulletin points
And we
sound good, but it's one bulletin point. It's one. Busting up. That's it. All the other stuff is fluff. Sound good,
Hold on, hold
something
on.
put in.
We talking about okay, but to bust a nut, you got to get there, right?
right?
Yeah.
I'm just
Mhm.
I'm asking a question. Go ahead, King.
Listen, I get what everybody's saying. I get what you're asking. One of the most difficult things about it is we be judged, right, by the woman. If we bust
Ooh,
too fast, it's a
Yeah.
problem. But as a mature male messing with a mature female, the woman that makes you climax fast or whatever the case may be, that's her goal.
Yes.
It's no judgmental zone with that. That means she got you to the
It
point.
shouldn't be.
She got you to that point. If you bust in 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 50 seconds, whatever the case may be, she did her job. Now, the thing about it is, when it's in reverse, it takes a little bit longer to get them to that. But that's the reason why I said it's a mental thing with the woman. If you get the woman mental and you keep her there,
it don't
you got,
always take that
but,
long though.
huh?
It don't always take that long though.
No, it don't. But you got to learn your person. That's the reason why I said from the jump, you got to know your person. If you just starting and bopping and you just busting this chick down and you just trying to get yours, you don't give a fuck if she got hers or not. But if this your person,
Nah,
you
my rep on
want
the
to, you
line,
want
bro.
to, you
My
want
rep
that
on the
equal
line
yoke,
everywhere I
like
go.
y'all been saying.
I
Y'all want
care.
that equal yoke.
My rep on the
You
line.
want to invest in, the same energy to get her to climax just as well as she did to get you to climax, right? Only difference is it's easier for us in most cases.
So y'all, I need y'all to walk with me for a minute. I need y'all to walk with me for a minute. I understand what y'all saying, and I get the question. I get this wasn't posed in the question. This wasn't posed in the question. When I was talking about the 4 levels of orgasm, we talking because again, we want to reference, and I'm trying to kind of stay on the same guidelines, right? We want to reference when we talked about with the ladies, we're literally talking about the science of something. And I know we're looking for and we want to hear what y'all have to say on for you as a man. What William likes, what King likes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, what Tony likes, et cetera, right? This part of it, we just learning some things. We just discussing the science of it. That's what we're doing. We hitting that part, the science of it. And when it talked about the 4 levels of orgasm, the science of it, y'all, and y'all talking about just busting a nut. I got that. You just gonna get to that. But
I
you
mean, you
gotta,
did ask us what we want.
I did walk
Yeah.
with me because I asked y'all what y'all wanted. But what I was saying right here is we're talking about orgasm. We just talking about the science of something right now. Because a point was made that when we talked about this with the ladies, we went in succession with um talking about the female body, what the female body desires, and how we get to that point. I know it's about what y'all want, The topic is definitely what do men want? But at the same time, y'all, we trying to learn something, right? We trying to learn something. And what y'all want and what the women want, you just not gonna walk in a room and bam, you're coming. We talking about the levels of this thing.
It
Tony,
You
like,
said
it depends on what you're attracted to. I
you
guarantee
you shape it.
we can all say a woman is fine and all of this, right? But she may turn each and one of us off in some way, fashion,
in
shape,
some way, form, or fashion.
right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And look, and she
but
look good to all of us. But it's something about her that.
but hold on, fellas. We can all agree if we all like this one woman, we can say, yeah, she good to be fucked with no meaning behind it. We can say she good to be fucked with no meaning behind it.
Yeah, but you may not have no meaning. King, let me say this. You may not have no meaning behind it. But one thing about it is when a woman gives her body, I don't care if it's your woman or a prostitute or any woman, she giving you everything she got. So the bottom line is when she giving you everything she got, it's our job as men to please her. Now we can walk away from it. Hold on, hear me out. Hear me out. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. We may walk away from it with no emotions and be like, well, I ain't got to see her again, or you may want to see her tomorrow. But the bottom line is sex is important. And when she gives you her body, like I said, that's everything a woman has. Please her. Make sure she pleased.
Let me ask all the fellas this, right? Let's keep it a buck. Every female you smash, did she give you head?
No.
Did you give her head?
How far back are we going?
Yeah.
Are we going back to the teenage years? We grown.
I can speak for myself. Every female that I smashed, I ain't eat her pussies, and she ain't suck my dick. So it's the difference. She ain't give you her all. Every female ain't gonna give you all of that. You ain't gonna get
her body. Her body is her all.
If you going around eating every chick you done smashed.
No,
we're not talking about when we you missed the point on that.
You can judge me, but I do.
Hold on.
I don't want to take it if I'm living.
When we're talking about giving all, y'all, we're not counting the acts. We're talking about giving herself to you.
No,
we're not counting the acts.
Hold on, dog.
I'm giving myself to her.
When a woman give you herself, she's
what my value
things that she's gonna do and not do.
One more time, say that again.
When a woman lets you hit, she stipulates what she's gonna do and not gonna do.
But we're not talking about what she's going to do. Herself, meaning when she opens herself up to you, it's not about what she's going to do to you. She's already giving you her body. It's not about what she's going to do or what she's not going to do.
Her body. Guess what? It's a difference. I'm gonna tell you why it's a difference.
You know what none of this is about? It's not about what we want.
No, listen.
We don't really. Let's really.
None of this is about what we want. And y'all preaching the truth, but none of this is about what we want. And they ask us what we want.
Right.
Yeah.
So we tell them what we want.
Right.
We want to bust a nut. It's not that complicated.
Let me tell y'all. Hold on. Let me tell y'all.
It really is.
Go ahead, King. Get your thought out.
Every man on here will love head, right or wrong.
Period. Off top.
Right? Women, we love our dick sucked. There you go. We love
daily.
There you
go. Love it.
You see me breathing every day I breathe. It's a good day for it to happen.
This goes back to when I'm saying a woman giving herself. Guess what? You can fuck a woman with a condom, but when you put your dick in her mouth, it's personal.
And let me add to that: suck it on soft so that you can get it hard too.
Now, you want to know what men want? I'm gonna tell you what we don't want. We don't want you. All right, get it hard for me. We don't want that. We about to get it in, and you tell me to get it hard. No, that's your job. You get it hard.
Because ain't it my job?
What men want, they're what we want.
Ain't it my job?
You can use your hands.
If I am,
whatever. Keep the book, fellas. Let's keep the book. If a woman got to suck your dick just to get it hard, you not really into her. Let's keep it a buck. If she got to suck your dick to get it hard, you not really into her.
That's not an absolute case, though. That's not an absolute case.
But it's
not on everyone.
Okay.
Bro,
So
listen,
y'all, pause for a
I'm
minute.
not fucking
Pause for a minute.
nobody. I'm not
Pause
fucking
for a minute.
nobody.
Pause for a minute. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Yes, I'll ask the question of what y'all wanted, right? That is the topic title.
We won't
In the
head.
process, thank you. In the process
Every
of y'all
day.
talking about what y'all talking about and saying
Every
what
day.
y'all saying, I
Put your mouth
always
in your
say
mouth.
we want to take every opportunity that we can to learn something, right? Y'all, the first thing we talking about, the first thing we have to do, y'all, is talk about that connection. We have to talk about understanding what we desire and what we want before y'all even choose somebody you just gonna smash, or before you choose somebody that you're saying that you want to develop something with, that you want to go somewhere with, right?
But
You
hold on,
have
Dom,
to first,
in sex.
huh?
That means it's deeper than sex. If you asking us that.
Is it deeper than sex?
What
Yeah.
do you want?
Okay, so
I
thank
said,
you.
well, hold
Hold
on.
on.
I put it out there. We won't head. Everybody agreed on that.
You did. You did. But
Everybody,
listen, when you
everybody
said deeper, yes, it is deeper. It is deeper than sex. The physical act, it is deeper than the physical act, y'all. We weren't gonna come on here tonight and just say, hey, we want head and that's it. Good night.
and we don't want no. We don't want no. Oh, I just got to do this just because. No, we want you to be passionate about it, just like we get in sniper mode and be passionate about eating that box.
Say
We want
exactly. But exactly. And when you say that, we're hearing that the physical act of what you want is what you want, and we're hearing that. And it's very obvious. I don't think any woman doesn't think that a man doesn't want a blowjob. I don't think any woman thinks that, right? I don't think any woman thinks that. But
My ex-wife thought that.
I
I think that
don't
might
know.
be.
At least
But-
that's the lie she kept saying.
I don't know if that's absolute as well.
Can I say real shit, like fellas? And I'm not speaking on us on this. I'm just saying fellas in general that's gonna see this shit and understand this, because I hear this shit. I hear it at work. I hear it from different women. Fellas, if we want our dick sucked, we gotta make sure our hygiene is up to par. That's all I'm gonna say about
Yeah,
it. Like we want
that's a
women
must.
hygiene up to par. When we eat that box, we gotta make sure we clean and no smell and none of that shit. No, no cotton balls in our, in our whatever the case, however it is. You know what I'm saying? They want us to be, clean and groomed as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put that out there. Like, I'm a realist, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I hear from women all the time about, whatever. We had these conversations at work. Shouldn't be having them, but we have them. But, like, on some real shit, like, one of the biggest things why women don't like to go down on some of their guys is because either they not groomed well or whatever the case may be. Men, you got to do a better job at grooming and trimming your yard down there. Whatever the case, however you need to do it, you need to do it. If we want our dick sucked, we got to make sure it's a clean slate for them to go down there and feel comfortable sucking your dick and your balls and everything else. All right, I'm just gonna put that out there.
The
I'm
health and the
also the
hygiene.
impression of if you trim the bushes, it makes the tree look bigger.
There you go.
If you trim the bushes, it makes the tree look bigger. Okay. You taking
It
all the
still
stuff
come
out
back
the way.
to
You
it
taking
still
all
come
the
back
stuff out the way.
to
You taking all the stuff out of the way. We're gonna do this true or false, y'all.
it comes down to being clean.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this.
We
I'm
as
gonna
Because
say
part of
this.
this,
adults should
Why
be
Donna?
clean.
Why Donna?
And it's not a man thing, it's not a
You
woman
never,
thing.
you never see hair
Everybody
on a dildo.
wash your ass.
What happened about a dildo?
You never see hair on a dildo.
Okay.
A dildo is clean.
Man, shit.
Shouldn't
You
have
just
no
gave me an
hair.
Everybody
idea
They're
of
the
wash
one that
your
we
ass.
cleans
got
it
no
though.
If they have dildo cleaners, it's because it
dildo
needs
with a
to be
bush.
clean.
They might be collecting dust in them drawers in there. You never
Everybody
know.
wrong. Wash your ass. If you wash your ass, you'd be amazed what can happen. Wash everything. Wash everything
Watch everything.
daily,
So let me
twice.
ask y'all this
But
question.
when it's time for the movie action, at least three
So let
times.
me ask y'all this
And
question.
maybe
Go
four or
ahead,
five,
Corey.
but make sure you clean.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Corey.
Everybody.
Go
I
ahead,
just want
Corey.
to say the chat,
Question.
the chat number one, the chat is hilarious. They are going off over there. They're
Why
hilarious.
we can't see the chat?
Also, you
You
have to
can
press
you
the
hit the little
button
middle button.
down to the left. You'll see your picture, your name, and then you'll see the chat. If you click that, the chat is popping up on the side.
Yeah, but I only see you talking. I don't see nobody else talking.
It,
If you
yeah.
look at, I know for me, it's
No,
at
no, no,
the
no,
top
not.
in the
I'm sorry,
middle.
down to the right. Sorry, I said to the left. Down to the
Oh,
right.
in the
Right.
middle.
You'll see
In the
chat.
middle.
Yes.
In the middle
and
on
you'll
my
see
phone.
the-
In the middle.
Oh,
If
okay.
you have another device, just go on the stream and you can see the chat that way.
Yeah.
See it that way. All right. So since the
Other-
since the statement, the dildo came up. Dildo came. Let me ask y'all fellas, what are y'all thoughts about toys? What are y'all thoughts about
Look at that smile.
incorporating toys?
I know that I
It's
can't compete with some
playtime.
of the toys that are out there. Those like 20-inch, like long log tree trunks dildos out there. Who can compete with that?
I'm not
But
even
she got
And
one
y'all
of
love
those.
them
I
too.
don't believe
with
it.
a toy like
So
that.
Yeah, she,
Also,
I'm not
she pull out a
fucking
20 inch.
with
I'm
no chick
bouncing.
that's dealing with a toy and she need a toy every day. I'm not fucking with her.
Yeah,
I'm
Okay.
not
that
getting no
Okay.
see
So
when
so
rubber
King.
object,
Well,
no
well,
battery
Donna,
object,
So King.
Donna.
So I'm gonna do this one at a time. Make
Okay.
this easy. So King, since you started, King, yes or no on incorporating toys in your bedroom activities with your lady? Yes or no?
So I'm 40. I only dated one chick that used a toy. One. I only dated one chick that used a toy. Like she was the one I was talking about that greeted me every day I came home from work. Like she just was straight up a nympho. Like real talk.
Should have
Every
married her, man.
huh?
So yes or no on the toys?
Hold on. What'd you say I should have did what?
I said you should have married her.
You know, it's so funny because
No,
I'm
no.
gonna speak on it real quick.
I
Man.
mean, if you gonna marry for
Real
something,
talk.
marry for something.
No, real talk. It probably would have went somewhere, but in my younger days, I had gotten in some trouble, and when I got locked up, she didn't know what happened to me until I got out. And when I got out, she was like, "Oh, we tried to rekindle it, but I was still young. I wasn't ready. I was
Okay.
not ready. She a doctor, and I'm talking about like she's married now with 3 kids, but
Ooh, she
we
a
still
rich freak. Go ahead, girl.
we still cool to this day. Like we still cool to this day.
Okay.
But
King,
yeah,
I gotta move past you, sir. We gonna stay with the point. I appreciate it. William, toys, yes or no?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm a freak, so yes, toys. And I'm an engineer, so I'm the kind of person that I like to just try some weird shit. We can go to one of them sex stores and just buy some stuff that we don't even look like from ET or something from another planet.
Sylvester. Yeah, Sylvester, yes or no?
Absolutely. Toys, role playing, balls in the mouth, you name it. Everything. Let's go with
Okay.
it.
Okay. Tony, yes or no?
I can't answer yes or no, man.
Gotcha.
God gave me
That's
every
fair.
toy. God gave me lots of toys. I have lots of stuff on my body that I can use, and I use it well. So
There you go. Okay. Mr. Drake, yes or no?
Absolutely, under all circumstances. We didn't just come here to come. We came here. I don't want to know can you come. I want to know how many times can you come. And
All
you know
right.
what? You got to run me off. And so yes, absolutely, unquestionably, every day that ends in a Y and twice on Sunday. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
JS, yes or no on toys?
Yes, on toys. I have a few floggers that I use.
Incorporate into it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was also saying like I use I'm a sensualist, so like I like
Okay.
to use like certain like floggers like for pain and pleasure. I like I like to incorporate certain like paddles and stuff. You know, like I'm a pleasure dom, so like or a pleasure switch I should say, because I like giving and receiving pleasure. So like I'm more you know incorporating like not necessarily like dildos or anything like that, but like actual like implements to like to spank, to whip, to do all that type of stuff. I'm all for it.
Isn't that called SDM or some shit like that?
BDSM.
Yeah. So you into that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Corey, where you go? I had something for you to read. Corey, I'm gonna have to bring him back. Corey stuck, y'all. Corey stuck, y'all.
I'm back. Tree trunks, 20-inch. Wow.
No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant to bring.
Okay. Remember, there's a delay.
Here we
So
go.
they're a little
Here we
bit
go.
behind.
Y'all know some of y'all ladies have that in your drawers. Don't lie. Y'all know y'all have some of those.
Have what?
Them like 20-inch ones that are like.
Not. What am I doing with that?
Mhm.
You do with a 20-inch.
I don't listen. I
You
don't
tell
Go
me.
ahead, Corey.
I don't seen them. I don't seen women's bedroom toys, drawers, and they be having like 10-inch ones.
Yeah.
The vibrating
I used to do
ones
apartment maintenance.
that top moves up and down.
I've seen some things look like arms.
Different folks, different strokes.
Well, there you go. Different strokes for different folks. Know your levels, people. Know your
That's
levels.
right. That's right. That's right. If you want that coming up through and coming out your throat, that's you, sis. Go ahead, Corey.
All right. Let a man choke you with one hand and put the rose on your clock with the other and give you direct eye contact. New sheets are needed.
I think that to say click.
Yeah, I'm gonna say click. Actually, that sounds like fun.
I mean, but if you do it right,
that's an
idea.
idea.
If you
That's
do
an idea.
it right, if you do it right, she said, "Yeah, okay, that makes sense." Amen.
Fellas, can
amen.
I say?
Let the church say amen.
Go ahead, King.
Listen, fellas, we are competing with battery operated objects.
It's not a competition, though.
Exactly my point about earlier about the tree trunks.
Wait a minute. Wait, let him finish and then Sylvester, I want you to go. Go ahead, King.
But what women fail to realize is they desensitize
themselves.
All right. Because some of them get addicted to it so much. Like they do it every day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. And we coming in thinking, you know what I'm saying, we gonna knock the rocks off. Nah, we competing with the batteries. Like,
so let's okay, Sylvester, but let's be real. Everything should be done in moderation. We know people don't necessarily do that, but go ahead, Sylvester.
Now, I was just gonna say, you got to again mindset. Don't look at it as competition. Look at it as addition. It's just an addition to what you do in the bedroom.
No, bro, you can't say it's.
I disagree.
Hey man,
okay.
You know what you can't replicate.
Bro,
I don't care.
You're not trying to replicate it.
I don't care. I get it. I got it. I'm trying to tell you. But you know what you cannot replicate with no matter what size it is? Intimacy.
Listen, I don't think we
Pause for a second. Pause for a second. You can't replicate what?
Intimacy, he said.
Intimacy.
No, I want him to say it again.
Oh, go ahead.
You can't do what?
You can't replicate intimacy.
You can't replicate
intimacy is in the mind of the beholder.
The closeness, the nearness, the body heat.
Mm-hmm.
The skin to skin.
So Sylvester,
and you can dildo, you can battery everything you want to battery, unless he got a warm body to touch you.
But intimacy is in the mind of the beholder, where you may feel it's intimate, the next person may not feel it's intimate. You know, I mean, it could be like, for me, I'm gonna give you something that's real simple. I love to see my woman. I like to run her bath water, and when she running her bath water, put her feet up on the wall and let the water run between her legs. That gets her off. That's intimate to me. Like I said, intimacy is in the mind of the beholder.
Different
That's
strokes for
right.
different folks.
Well,
But I
that's
can't
that's
like.
exactly what he's saying. That's
But
exactly what he's saying. It's
I
based
say
on. Go ahead.
I say this right. A woman can use a toy, cool, right? Yeah, they want that body, they want that skin to skin action and all of that when it really comes down to it. At the end of the day, when you got a lot of women that use toys
Mm-hmm.
and what you do to her, that's the reason I say you got to learn your person, right? Because once you realize she used to a certain type of uh satisfaction, you're competing with that. So if she
She
used
was
to something,
already competing with them dicks from them other niggas. She was, I mean, other people.
I
You was
don't worry.
already, you was competing anyway. You was
Listen, listen.
always, we was always competing.
But hold
We was
on.
always
No, it's a
competing, even
difference.
if it wasn't
We,
background
we,
praise. We
we,
was
we know
Hold
that.
competing.
on.
We
So
know that though.
let
We
me let,
competing.
let me
We
say this, y'all.
competing
Let me
It's
at
say
all
this.
times.
Know
It
your
ain't just,
levels.
it
Know
ain't,
your
it ain't the robots. It's the
it's
know
a
your
Okay.
people. We
levels. Know
competing.
your ability.
Hold on for a minute, because we all can't talk at the same time. King,
it's
finish your thought.
it's a difference between comparing to battery operated devices versus human, right?
Correct.
If we all say we eat pussy good,
His
it's
name is Battery in her phone in her contacts, and he's alive. You was competing with him anyway before the battery became a issue. We was all competing, bro.
So
You're
let me
never the
say,
only
right.
one.
let me
But
You're not the
pause
only
for a
hold
one.
on,
minute. Let me say
Never
this.
let her tell you
Hold
you're
hold
the
on,
on
only
King.
though.
one.
Hold
But
on, King. Hold on,
this
King.
goes back to her
Hold
mental.
on, King. Let me say that. This is yes, you're right. It goes back to the mental. Let me say this, y'all. Because the point is, we keep saying it. Different folks, different strokes. Things
It's
look
just your
different for
turn, bro.
people
Absolutely.
based on where
She's
they
not
are. So
yours. It's just your
let me
turn.
say this real quick about the toys. Toys aren't just, and calm down when I say this. Toys aren't just for the woman's pleasure. They aren't just for the woman's pleasure. What we have to do individually with your person, however you determine, your exploration is your exploration. It's that. There are things that people are missing out on because they are, hold on, closed minded. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying because you don't incorporate toys necessary that you're closed minded. People need to know their levels. Sylvester kept saying it. Know your levels. Know your
What if I
levels.
bought her the toy?
It hold on, time out. You know what toys? Why toys was invented?
What? Oh,
They was to substitute the man
So
for
what
when
we be
y'all
doing with
not
our
dealing with a
hands?
man. That's
what are
why
you doing?
toys
What
was
now?
invented.
What we
And
be
guess
doing
who
with our
invented the
hands though?
toys? A woman. A woman invented the
Even
toys.
she ain't got no toy, she got some fingers, bro.
But a lot of
And
women don't
his
like.
name is
Hold on, hold
Battery
on,
in her
hold on,
in her
hold on.
phone.
That's a good point.
We
But
compete with him. We been competing with him.
a lot of women don't like fingers.
When he get
Okay.
out of jail, we gonna still be
So we
competing with
can't
him. And we
we
wifed
can,
her.
you can only say maybe the women that you've dealt with or the women that you may have talked to have who told you that. But we're basing this
But
on it's individuality. It's
hold on.
individuality. If you have a woman, if your partner wants to incorporate toys, are you saying that you would not explore with her what that looks like? Just a general question. Anybody, would you not explore?
I would say this as far
What's
as the whole
happening?
competing. I'm not
What's
saying no.
happening?
As far as competing with the toys thing, and back to what he was saying, intimacy. But I'm gonna go to another thing. One thing, any electronic device can't give a woman is the want to. So
Hey, something
I
happened with
think
the
that when it
volume.
comes
Something happened
to
with the volume.
Is it
yeah,
what?
Yeah, some
I
background
can't hear
noise somewhere.
y'all. I turned mine
King,
all
yeah,
the way up. I'm just making sure. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I can't hear everybody.
is this
oh,
King
okay.
talking?
That's Sylvester.
No,
No,
Oh,
I
that's
was
me.
saying there's some background noise
yeah.
somewhere.
King, can you hear us?
No, it's
King, I
very
need you to
low.
go. I need you to go. King, I need you to go out and come back in. Try to go
Does
out
this
and come
bring
back
us
in.
back to what we want?
I don't think so, but
So
I'm listening.
yes, the toys. It is. It's bringing us back to what men want. And the question was asked, would you incorporate toys? How do you feel about toys? That was the question, right? Y'all, some are saying yes, some are saying no. What you want? So now the question
Well,
is, incorporating toys is not necessarily for the female pleasure. So my question is, if your lady, your significant other wanted to bring in toys, because y'all automatically thought about her, wanted to bring in toys and wanted to bring in different things, are you open to exploring that?
You didn't ask us if we
Yes,
wanted
and it
toys.
depends on what
now,
Do
kind
we
of
want
toys he
toys?
wants to
What do we
implement.
want? Do we
Stick with
want
the
toys?
context. What we talking about? We talking
Do
now,
about
we
what
want?
men
okay,
want.
for
Y'all
Yeah. Do
for
we want?
automatically.
Sylvester,
But I'm saying you
for
never asked us. Do we want toys?
for okay, for Sylvester, if you're asking, do I want toys used on me? I don't want no dildo put in my behind. No.
Not
But if
gonna
you want to
happen.
Yeah,
use,
no, no.
let me finish. But if you want to, like, if my lady want to say, I want to put a dick ring on you or something like that, then I'm cool with that. I can
Yeah.
run with that. Or if she want to use, like S&M sometimes, I'm cool with the role playing. I'm cool with that. I want addition to our sex life. I don't want to subtract from it. I want to continue adding to it.
So let me reiterate what I said. The context, we got to stick with the context. The topic is what men want. When I said toys, every last one of y'all, some and all, let me not say everybody, automatically went to the woman and engaging that with the woman, right? That's what y'all went. That's where
We
y'all
probably
went,
ain't got no
right?
toys like that.
That,
It's probably she don't want y'all toys. My toys
Well,
is video games and
I'm
some
gonna
cameras.
say for me, the reason why I think guys we think of the woman's pleasure because we don't need that. We just need the woman. That's we
Correct.
don't need all the extras.
Preach, brother.
So if I was with a woman and she wants to incorporate toys, cool, but I don't need that. I
okay.
need you.
So okay. So you're saying you
But
Mm.
but
don't need that. So
let me
You know what? You know what my favorite toy is?
her.
My favorite toy is Show Enough Her. My second favorite toy is let me buy you this moo and let me watch you wipe the
but
counter. And I'm not saying that like women are delegated to cleaning or nothing like that. I might have cleaned the counter. I just want to watch you wipe the counter in a moo and watch your
but you know
feminine
what?
jiggle jiggle, and that's my favorite toy.
We
Hold on
we
one second.
looking at it. I was just gonna say we looking at it from like those specific sexual toys that we know of. But again, I'm gonna speak for me, and we talking about what we want. Like, my lady, we sit there sometimes. I got sexual Jenga. Although we playing a game, but it has these little sexual connotations that when you pull that block out, she has to do this or I have to do whatever. So, you gotta incorporate sex. You gotta make it fun too. It can't always be like I said, we looking at the specific sexual toys like the dildo and the rolls and things of
Right.
that nature. Nah,
Right.
add some creative ideas to your sexual life. And I'm telling you, the moon ain't just the thing you want to go to. It's the whole galaxy
Hey,
out there, brother.
that
Right.
vibrating,
So wait a minute, hold on.
that vibrating
We're
cock
gonna let
ring.
Corey speak, and I'm gonna say one thing. Go
Okay.
ahead, Corey.
Hello. As the resident historian, I just wanted to make a point here. Modern vibrators were initially invented in 1869 by a man for the purpose
Man,
of, it was called the manipulator.
Psychosis.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Then the first mechanical was by a man, 1880s. Want to go ancient history, China, they had cock rings made out of goat's eyelids, and they were used because they thought they would help men produce an heir. They also included dildos for men to help them produce an heir. So they were invented by men for
I'm,
men.
I'm
Oh,
mad you went and
hold
did
on.
that research. I was just talking.
I
Okay.
can't get past the
No,
don't know
no,
how
You
No,
much.
know,
anyway, historian.
and
but
that's
My
what,
degree is in
and that's
history,
because
so I'm
listen,
gonna talk
y'all,
about it.
what we're
I just want to
trying
put
to
it.
do. Remember the whole purpose of what we do at Real Life Relationship Growth is try to produce some growth in thought, try to expose us and expand our minds to where whatever topic we're talking about, to where we may not have thought about, where we may not have experienced. But I say this all the time in my opening, your experience may not be mine, but you may teach me something, regardless of the topic, that I didn't even think about, or I never even explored, or I never thought about doing in a certain way. Go ahead, Bobby, go ahead.
So, since we're talking about the dildo, has anybody studied the background of the American dildo?
No.
For
It was actually
hysteria, to give women orgasms because they were hysterical.
thank you, thank you,
Hysteria, yes.
thank you,
The
thank
chainsaw
you.
was actually
And
invented to help women give birth. So
Yeah,
you're
if,
someone
welcome.
if
wrote that
she,
in the chat.
yeah, and so like
Boy,
if
that's
and
you're right.
it's got a historical context. And it actually
Shout out
ties
to her,
back to
by the way.
something I was saying.
Wouldn't even say
Amen.
where's that at?
Thank
Let's
you.
put that up.
It ties back to something I said earlier. If you ain't giving her what she need, watch how she act. I'm saying this all to say, and it's not always a physical thing or a sexual thing or none of that stuff, but it was literally considered as a tool of psychology. If she acts a certain way, or if she has a mental disorder that we treat with medication now, we make this dildo, just give her the dildo. And it's actually it's a very sad case to talk about. And I know this don't lead us back to what men want, but since we brought it there,
No, yeah, you're fine. You're
I
fine. You're
wanted to give
fine.
context.
Because we're giving context. Right. We're getting some information and we're giving context. So the purpose of what things are used for now, our understanding. We get the history of it. Corey and Bobby, thank you for that. To be honestly, thank you for that. Because we're learning, we're discovering things, right? And we're talking about what things we may not know, what experiences we may not have had, and where they can take us now if we listen and learn from one another. What's not for you is not for you. And that's fine. What's not for you is not for you. But if you hear something, it may pique an interest and be like, baby, how about,
Man,
baby, what you think? It could or it could not. You never know. We don't want to close our minds off because I always feel like I agree with the thought process that the bed is undefiled based on the two. Based on the two. What you and yours decide to do, your spouse, your significant other, where you are, that's based on the two of you all. And yes, we're asking the men what they want, but if you're familiar with how we work here at the Real Life Relationship Growth, we're going to have a topic, but we're going to expand that topic and we're going to pull different things from that topic to get a great understanding. Because we haven't even talked we talked about the reason I came in with the 4 levels of orgasm, right? And to talk about those things is because that went into something else as well. And I put it in the chat on YouTube. This thing I came across and looking and reading, and it literally gave 14 types of orgasms. And these were directed at men. I'm sure women can benefit as well from these different things. But it was like 14. How many even thought that there were 14 types of orgasms a person could have?
Not for men, there isn't. I'll tell you
Huh?
right now, there's not for men. It's not 14 types. It's 2. Head, pussy, dope. I'm just
I like
keeping it
this
real.
guy.
Those are the 2 types of orgasms, you know.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
we're
Okay.
complicating
Not the
very
third
simple
hole.
thing for guys.
Well, titties,
Well, I
titties.
mean, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
we can go with
4.
titties. You
That's
got,
So
you
3.
got, you
so
know,
yeah, I'm glad you said that because one of these is nipple. Is nipple. Genital sensory cortex
We're not talking about
stimulation.
ours.
No, yes, we are.
yeah.
No, I'm
Yes.
saying I'm saying the point I'm making is when we talking about titties and nipples.
Y'all don't have
I
nipples?
don't, I
But
don't
her point
need.
is
I
like y'all
don't.
gotta open your minds to the different ways that we can orgasm. Though there are different
No,
ways. She's
and
right
it's
about
fine.
that.
This is
I
exactly what
just
I'm
don't need
saying.
them.
Thank you,
I just,
JS. That's
I
exactly what
just,
I'm saying,
I
y'all.
just don't need them. I know the ones I need,
Okay,
and I don't need all 14 of them. And everybody
okay,
on here
but
knows which one they need, and they don't need all
yeah,
14 of them either. They know
and
which
we,
ones they need.
yeah, you know what
So what
you
do we
know what.
want?
Hold on. You know which ones you need, right? You know which ones you've experienced. That's a general. That
Mm,
ain't just you. I'm talking to
okay.
Bobby. I'm saying you know the ones that you've experienced. So we keep going back to what the man want, but I need y'all to
One of
understand.
them end up with a finger in my booty hole. I don't want that one. Put 13 on the list. Strike one off. We know
Y'all
for
do
certain
know
Hey,
that's
they
one of them.
say
y'all
they
I
say
don't give a
prostate
damn.
stimulation is another
I don't
one
give a
too.
damn. And
thank
I
you,
good
had
for
JS.
you.
I had the
Thank you, JS.
I
doctor
don't
give
No,
me
need
come
that.
on.
I'm good.
Look.
Listen,
Hold on.
all
Let's
right.
say this. Let's say
I'll
this.
never love her enough to try it.
That might not be for you, but the body is made how the body is made, whether you agree with it or not.
Well,
Hey,
The-
if
if
you
it was
get
that
prostate
14 of them,
cancer,
area,
you'll look back to this
we down to
conversation.
13
If
for
you
me.
get
that
We
prostate
down
area
cancer, you'll look
is
back
in
to
a
this
we
hold
conversation.
on. That
we down to
area
13 for
is an
me.
erogenous zone. Bobby, hold on a
What's
second.
what's the
That
other
area
13?
is an
Cause
erogenous zone. But this is the
I
thing.
don't want to know.
This is
I
the thing.
don't want
You
to
Hmm.
don't
know.
have to, Bobby, come on now. This is the thing. You don't have to go into the anal passage for that erogenous zone to be stimulated.
Around
This
the
is
rim.
you don't.
But you
You
asked us what we want. I
you
don't want
don't.
that. I'm not. I'll pass off to anybody else to do. I just don't. That's all I was saying.
I'm not asking you if that's what you
I
want.
definitely don't want nothing
I'm
dealing
not
with my
asking you if that's what you want.
He's saying the
I'm not
same thing.
asking you if that's what you want.
ass.
What I would like for y'all to do is open
Again,
up your
different strokes for different folks. Find you
And
a
I ain't
equal
mad.
partner.
exactly.
And I'm okay
Find
with
you
it.
an
When
I'm
equal
y'all
completely
partner.
okay with that.
if y'all ever get y'all prostates checked, I'm telling you, to prevent cancer in there, you're going to have to get that area stimulated and worked on. Trust on that. I bet you. How
Yeah,
many of y'all have your
That's
prostate
it.
checked?
That's a
I have,
medical
and that
procedure.
is
That's not me.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
me too.
mm,
That's a
I have
medical
nightmares thinking
procedure. That's
about it.
not a ooh kind
So
of like yeah.
a part of this discussion, y'all, is going into
Okay,
um
can I ask you a question, Donna? And I just want to know if we can really be real on this
sure,
on your show. Okay,
sure.
this is directed at Bobby. Now I felt like you back in the days, and I was talking to an old head one time, and dude told me, he said, son, he said, have you ever had the ultimate orgasm? And I was like, man, what you talking about? And he said, have you ever had your prostate checked? Now, at this point, I'm in my 30s. And I was
Right.
like, nah. So he told me, he said, let a woman put her finger in your butt and massage your
Mhm.
prostate. And I promise you, you will have an orgasm out of this world. And I was like, nah,
I
bro,
was
I can't
skeptical
do it.
too. I was
Oh,
very
let
skeptical.
me finish. Let me
Let him
finish.
finish, please.
And I was like, nah, bro, nah, I can't do that. But again, with mindset, as you grow in your sexuality and things of that
Mhm.
nature, you try different things. And I tried it. I ain't gonna even lie. The most amazing, when I'm with my
It was
woman now,
great, wasn't it?
the most amazing orgasm I've ever had. I promise you. And I ain't just, listen, when I say amazing, I mean, you shoot out like a damn horse. I promise you.
It's
And
called
I'm gonna
blended. It's called a
I'm gonna
blended.
piggyback on that real quick, Donna. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm gonna
called a
piggyback on that.
blended orgasm. Go ahead.
When that's happening and she's with the other hand, she's stroking you, right? Man, listen. Or even better, if she gives you head while that's happening, that's man, listen. Like you said, you'll be shooting out gunshots all over.
Tiffany, yes. Tiffany, yes.
Listen, I
Yep.
was about to comment with Tiffany right
Yeah. It's called a blended. What he was talking about is called a blended orgasm, y'all. It's that's what it's called. So if it's
Don't
not
knock it
for
until you
you,
try it.
if it's not the prostate is the male G spot. That's
Yes,
Absolutely.
it is.
that's the most.
Yes, it
That's the
is.
most. And the problem with that is
Y'all better get educated.
and that's what we're here to do, y'all. We're not saying
Mhm.
you have to do something you feel uncomfortable with.
Good.
We're not saying that. But there may be some things that you're not aware of. And when I say you, that's people in general, because we don't know some things until we learn some things.
Oh,
If
I'm
it's not for
aware.
you,
It's just
if
not
it's
for me.
yeah,
I
if
don't
it's
To each
not
his
for
Find
begrudge
you,
own.
your
nobody. I don't
And
begrudge
equal.
it's
nobody
the
for what they
ego.
like.
It's the ego, right? Your ego and your pride says, "No, I can't ever do that
Well,
shit."
no.
Right?
If he chooses not to, again, when it comes to
Do
sex, find
look
your equal
if
partner. Find your equal
thank you.
partner. It's just
Because
that simple.
if we
Listen,
flip
this
this
no to each
scenario,
his own, but to each his own. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, like
right,
I don't begrudge
right,
nobody for what they like. I just know that's not for me. I met
right,
women that don't like head.
right,
I have, and
right.
it threw me off because I was like, God damn, well, but
That
everybody likes
shocked you.
what they like, and they don't like what they don't like, and it's okay for everyone
Right.
to
So at
like
this
what they
point right
like.
here, we just getting a little educated. We just getting a little education.
Mhm.
We just learning some stuff that some it may pique somebody's interest because there's way more than just the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of us that are on here. There's way more ears listening, people learning. So if that's what you like, that's what you like. If you've never experienced it, you've never experienced it.
Now, now,
If,
now, I'm gonna give y'all another little tidbit here. Now we
mhm.
know as men we like, sucking on women's breasts, right? I think all of
Factual.
us pretty much like that. Now,
Mhm.
if you like your woman laying on your chest and sucking on your chest, get you a nipple ring. I'm telling you, it turns a whole nother world. Y'all brothers want to learn something?
It
I'm trying to
heightens the
tell you.
sensitivity. Heightens the
I
sensitivity.
Absolutely.
I am a straight
Absolutely.
I'm a straight pussy when it comes to piercings. So I got my ear
I
piercing.
mean, we talking about heightened sexual sensations now.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Sensation.
Oof, just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
But
But
no,
again, to each his
it
own.
goes
To
back
each his own.
exactly. It goes exactly back to that.
So let me do this
Yeah.
true or false. I'm
Find
gonna do this
you,
true or
know
false.
who you are, and find people that fool with who you are,
I
and
don't have
fool
enough.
people that you fool with, and stop trying to chase folks that don't fuck with you. I'm fool with you
There you
that you
go.
don't fool with. That when it really comes down to it, when it comes down to what men and women want, what we want is to find people that fool with us, that we fool with, and we can, we can talk about the semantics all day. But I
That
think
that
all the fellas can agree. What we want is a woman that fool with us like we fool with them.
yeah. Tiffany, that's exactly what I was talking about. You can stimulate the prostate without going inside. You can definitely do that without going inside. So I got some true or false, y'all. I got some true or false, and we probably gonna wrap it up and end on this. Corey, what should they do every day? I hope you remember.
Do your kegels.
Do your Kegels. How
Do your
many men do Kegels?
What?
All
Kegels.
right. What that? I don't even know what that is. What's a Kegel? I thought that's ain't that like
Um,
You
the
gotta stop
same
your
thing that
pee
the
when you
women
pee
do.
when you get ready
Strengthens
to
your
pee. You
pelvic
gotta stop your
floor.
pee.
Remember your pelvic
You
floor
gotta
Can
stop
you?
your
muscles.
pee every
But
couple
I'm
times.
sure you don't held your pee before, sir.
Everybody hear that people when you start peeing, you gotta stop your pee.
You gotta stop it.
oh
Mhm.
yeah,
And you
yeah,
gotta hold
The
it.
I can
Kegels
That's
I
what
aren't
a
can
just
do
kegel
for
is.
women.
oh
Kegels aren't just for women. Y'all know how y'all get to that point, gentlemen, that we talked about, that point of no return, and you telling her to stop, slow down. Not yet. You do your Kegels. You can handle
You
that.
got that. You can
This
control it.
still is all
You
Absolutely.
can
geared towards what
control
she
it.
wants. What do we want?
You can control.
I'm gonna
No.
get
Listen,
blocked. I
If
know I'm
I'm
We
a
don't
blocked.
have
listen.
female
enough time. Y'all
bust
have
and I'm a
several
I'm
female,
hours
look.
to
You
say what you wanted.
this we talking about what you want, Bobby. But if you don't know, you may not know that's what you want. That's why
Well,
we
that
talking
sounds
about
if
some
like
things right
well,
now
that
that
sounds
we may
like
not know.
teach
listen,
someone that needs to
if a
know.
woman get me there to
But what
bust,
if
I'm
we already
gonna bust.
knew?
She
We're
gon'
not the only ones. Again, there are people in the audience. There are people that are gonna watch these videos. They always do. And they come back with comments and messages like, Donna, wow, thank you for presenting that. Ah, da, 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 da. So that's
I'm
where
just
we are.
saying.
True and
I
false.
don't
Here
think
we
a
go.
woman ever asked me
True
if
and
I wanted
false.
kegels.
True and false.
I'm
True or
sorry, my
false?
bad.
Men think of sex every 7 seconds. True or false?
False. Every 2.
I was gonna say false. It's less than 7.
Definitely less than 7.
That is false. It says only 54% of men think about sex every day. 54% of men.
That's a lie. I'm gonna say that
Oh,
right now.
54? That's
False.
very low.
I don't know what survey they took. That's a,
Go ahead, Tony.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm just one of them 54, man. I'm a 54%er.
54%. True or false? Men always want sex. True or false?
can't
False.
speak for me, but I can say for me, I do. I could be on the electric chair and still want some head.
If it's that black and
False.
white, then it's true. I
False.
feel like it's true.
I
Okay.
can have a toothache and
I
still
said
be trying to get it in.
It's false.
Okay, so true or false? Average duration of penetrative intercourse is technically 4 to 7 minutes.
No.
False.
Nah,
4 to 7 minutes?
that's
4 to
false.
7
false.
minutes. Average
false.
duration.
False.
I had a bad night.
I mean,
it says
Don't tell the group chat about this.
so. This
Hold
said,
on,
this
because
says
ain't
true.
ain't nowhere in here.
I said
I will say this, and I
Nah,
learned this from
well,
Uncle Luke. If you lick your right first, you can bust in 2 minutes. She won't give a damn. Luke taught me that when I was 10 years old.
that
this
is a
goes back
method
to
that
what I
works.
said.
Yeah,
This goes
man.
True
back
or
to what I
false?
said.
Daily masturbation is unhealthy. True or false?
True. I say true.
False.
Daily
I
masturbation
say
is
false.
But does daily have to be every day or every other day,
Daily
or
is daily,
is it
yes.
3 times in one day and I
Daily is
abstain for
every
5 more
day.
days?
what does
Like,
daily
are we talking
mean?
about on average?
Daily is
Daily
What-
means
Every day?
Let's not
Now,
overthink
every
this.
day.
Let's not
Yes,
But
let's
overthink
not
this.
overthink it.
Let's
It
go to
says
daily.
Everybody's different though.
daily
Do women have to touch it
masturbation
every day?
is unhealthy. True or false?
I'm gonna
If
say
it
true.
work for you and you good, then
Time
shit,
out.
no.
Time out.
Let's
They
go
say
to
if
commercial.
you bust another day, you won't have the prostate.
Prostate health. Yep.
So daily masturbation improves mood, steadiness,
Yes, you said mood. I don't care what else to say.
and it helps.
I think it's where when it becomes unhealthy is the quantity of the masturbating per day. Like if you are doing it way too much for it to interfere with your daily habits or like your daily like things that you do, then it can become unhealthy and
It
you
goes
could have
back
a
to the
problem.
person of who you are. Some people can do that. Some people can't. And everybody in between is okay.
Mhm.
Listen. This goes back to the original question. What do we want? We want to bust a nut every day. How about
Every day. Sex
Now
every
that I can
That would
agree
be
with.
helpful.
We
we
do
want
want
to
to
That
get
bust
that
would
a
be
today.
nut
helpful.
every day?
sex
We
every
do want
day.
That
that
would help.
every day.
How we bust a nut? We can bust a nut in your hand, your mouth, your ass, your pussy. We want to bust a nut every day. Bottom line.
Every day.
Because
Every
it's
day.
good for us.
Don't
It's
forget the
healthy for
face.
us. It's healthy for us.
And the titties.
It is. It
Don't
is
get those
Guess
too.
healthy.
what? Guess what
Never
If
though?
don't
forget
do it in the
them.
free
But
in
guess
It
what
is
freaking
though?
dude.
healthy.
And
Guess
the
what
booty
though?
cheeks.
Guess what
And if
though?
she swallow, I want to holler.
But guess what though? When we bust a nut, it's an attitude adjustment for the ladies. When they give us some, it's an attitude adjustment for them. So it's an equal fucking opportunity.
It is. It is. I mean, the release of certain things that it just is. It helps the mood. It helps you sleep better. All of these things
Mm-hmm.
tie
You
into
had me on mood. As
that.
soon as you said mood, I was like, yes.
That did it right there. The mood.
Yes.
That
Because
did it right there.
look, you know what I want as a
Mhm.
man? Peace.
Yeah, that's always good.
Did you say peace?
Yeah, peace.
Yes.
Oh,
We can talk
Peace.
about busting nuts,
Hold on.
Peace
how
is
many nuts we got to
Talking
bust,
about it.
but
Ladies,
peace, when it
peace
comes
means,
down to it, we need
peace means
peace.
sometimes shut the fuck up and listen.
There you go. That too.
That's what
Sometimes you
that
ain't
means.
gotta listen because we not gonna say nothing.
Nah,
Or sometimes,
No,
hold
we ain't saying
can we
nothing.
both? No, hold on, I got it.
For all
Because
that good.
sometimes can we just sit in the room together and both shut the fuck up
There
and
you
That's
go.
cool
just
too.
breathe?
But listen,
Just breathe.
but
We can
listen,
talk
listen,
about it after we breathe, but let's breathe.
but listen, brothers, real shit. The whole topic of this post been tonight about what we want. We want them to shut the fuck up and listen sometime. I'm sorry I'm saying it so blatantly and vulgarly, but that's the real shit. If you hey, sometimes shutting the fuck up is better than the nut sometimes. Let's just keep it a buck. We don't need to come home and hear that yapping and complaining every single day. Sometimes if you just say, "Hey baby, how you doing?" You ain't got nothing after that. Oh, that's a lovely day. We can go home. We can go to bed,
So
kiss, and fuck after that, and whatever we get. We ain't got to fuck. We can just go to bed and say, "Baby, I love you," and go to sleep and sleep lovely. You ain't gripe about shit. And one day, oh, that's lovely.
So
That's
this is where
lovely.
different strokes for different folks, right? I like conversation. I like talking to
No,
my
no, no, no,
woman.
no, no.
I
Listen,
like
listen,
I like
bro.
to be able to
You
get her mind
downplaying
on
the shit.
things and stuff like
You
that. So
downplaying the shit.
I
No,
enjoy
it's a
conversation
difference between
with me.
conversation and nagging. It's a
King,
Well,
difference.
then if you
King, let
have
the
someone that
man,
nags all
King,
the
let the
time, then
man
that's
finish his
you
point.
picked her. You picked her.
No,
So that's something that you got to reevaluate with your woman about.
no,
So
You
bro.
what,
picking the
what,
numbers,
what
then
do
that's a
men
problem
want?
on you.
Every
All
woman.
right, y'all.
Listen,
All
I'm
right,
not saying
y'all.
every woman
All
that
right.
nag, but I
So
guarantee everybody on this. I guarantee all the fellas that's done been in a relationship, been married, and everything can say sometimes if they just shut up, we good.
I'm quite sure. I'm
We
very,
good.
very sure. I'm very, very sure every man has said that at some point.
Yes,
Because
that's
the
all.
reality, the reality is we are different beings. Females express different than males express. I get that. And I definitely understand that King, you gotta mute, sir.
What happened to the sound?
King, every time you take your camera off, that happens. You gotta I don't know what you're doing, but every time you go out like that, that happens.
So someone in the chat agrees. Conversation is great. I agree.
Well, I
Talk to
will
your
say
woman.
this. You want to know how to keep a woman from talking? You can't talk with a dick in her mouth. I'm just saying, hard to do. Hard to
So
talk with a dick in your mouth.
so hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
Oh
on.
shit, that's funny.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
That was funny though.
Yeah. It was definitely funny. It was definitely funny because you can't. You can't. What men want. What men want. We definitely want to know as women. We want to know what
I
y'all
can't
want.
hear.
I don't know what you're
Can y'all
doing,
hear
King.
me?
Yes,
I
we can
can't hear
hear you.
nobody.
We, we
I
can
don't know.
hear you, King. Somebody type in the chat that we can
If
hear him,
somebody can
please.
hear me, just throw a thumbs up. I can't hear nobody though. I can't hear nobody. I don't know what's going on. I don't see Donna. I don't see. There's a couple people I don't see on here. I can't hear
Boy,
nothing.
type in the chat that he could.
I
I
done
don't
left.
know what he
I'm gonna
did
leave
different.
again and I'll come back.
Okay, do that. So, so
He's
y'all,
hilarious.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
commercial break.
there was commercial break. There was commercial break. So y'all, we gonna wrap this thing up. We gonna wrap this thing up. Um, it is. Oh Lord, I hope he. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kick you out, King. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kick him out. I don't know what happened there. So, listen, we definitely want to know what you men want. Sex is not one sided. It should not be one sided. And that's what this conversation was about. We do want to know what y'all want. And in the process of talking about what you men want, we started out with the thought that it's important to know thyself, to know yourself, to know what you want, what you like, and you desire. Because before you put that off on someone else to please you, you have to know what you want and what you desire and what you like. And that more than likely requires activity with somebody else. It requires activities with somebody else. So this is why we came into, I was bringing out the points about orgasm and how that for men, those different levels of orgasm, which feeds into the type of orgasms. And different folks, different strokes, people do what works for them. But um people do what works for them, and that's important. You know, I think Tony keeps saying it, and Sylvester keeps saying it. Know your person. Find the person that matches your match. They match what you need. Excuse me. The person that matches what you need and what you desire. What you need and what you desire. But at the whole thing of it, y'all, it starts out as, what did it first say? Sex is biologically required, and it's biological and it's psychological. If the two don't come together, if you're trying to look for something meaning and purposeful, the two have to come together. The physical part of it is what it is. Everybody can do what they need for themselves with whoever they choose. But if you're looking for something real and you're looking for something solid, you got to know that psychological is necessary. That psychological is necessary. Who is this? We're ending, Miss Tiffany. She said, "What is happening?" We're ending. So at the end, I always like for everybody to have their final statement, or what you like to say, or what your thoughts were, or something that you got from this, or whatever. So JS, I'm gonna start with you, sir. Is there anything you like to say closing?
Yeah, Donna, you never asked me what I want. So I'm going to quickly reveal that. So a lot of
Okay.
the guys said a lot of things, but what I didn't hear is what I want is a compatibility partner, and someone that is mindful of our nature as I am mindful of female nature as well. And so someone that is like very free spirited, and someone that is also like ready to take on things that maybe we haven't done before, take on different challenges and stuff like that. And obviously, sex, physical, all the stuff that we talked about for the past like couple hours. But like really ultimately, that's what I desire, that's what I want. And that is just simply like very hard. It sounds simple, but it's very hard in my little corner of the world. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this conversation. This is something that is much needed in this community. So shout out to you, Donna, for having a platform to have this. Definitely giving me some ideas on what I like to share in my uh, platform as well. By the way, if you have like and subscribe to Real Life Relationship Growth, and also like and subscribe to Right Brain Boricua on YouTube. Um, I believe I sent y'all the link. If y'all want to pin it to the chat, that would be great. I'm one subscriber away from 50. So let's get to 50. And then after that, let's get to 100. So,
Yes, sir.
uh, you know, and I pretty much talk about relationships as well, men and women, what men and women need, and also a little bit of taboo stuff, like I mentioned with the toys. That was, a vital part of what I like as well is implementing my own toys in the bedroom as well as her toys. Not no 20-inch tree trunks, but other than that, we can work with some things. So
Yeah.
I'm very open minded to that. So at the end of the day, let's just be open minded. Let's be better lovers, better educated on love and sex and everything like that. And I feel as though that this society that we're in can be a little better because of it.
I
I'll
appreciate
land my
that.
plane there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So is there anything anybody else wants to say to close out? Any thought?
I
Uh,
would say Just ladies, just understand, y'all have the blessing of men. We're simple, very simple. What a man wants: food, head, peace, and quiet. Real
All right.
simple.
Okay. Thank you, Tony.
If you guys are looking for a committed relationship, make sure you understand your love languages and their love languages, and very important, understand your temperament and their temperament, because that's going to help in the compatibility and help in your relationship overall.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Sylvester?
I think we all have to understand that sex is important in any relationship. And as for me, I want to see sex in my woman. I want to feel sex in my woman. And I also want to think sex in my woman. So I want to be able to, basically, in a nutshell, see her as sexy in all aspects of, you know, of my life. So
Thank you.
that's it.
All right, King. You got something?
I ain't
Closing
heard
out?
that. I ain't heard that. I just coming back in, so my sound had I had to log all the way out and come back in.
Yeah. So what I'm asking, we're actually finishing up. We're ending, and at the end, I like to allow people to maybe express a thought, um, something you may have gotten, you want to say, to end the thought, to end the discussion.
I mean, bottom line is learn your person. I ain't talking about no randoms. Learn your person. Know yourself first. Learn your person, and once you find your person, aim to please that person. You can't aim to please everybody because you're not gonna please and satisfy everybody because everybody's
Right.
appetite is different. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Right. Miss Corey B. You got anything, my dear?
Thank you all for coming and do your kegels.
Do what?
So,
Do your
how do
kegel.
you do a kegel though? You still explain how guys do kegels?
I gotta go to bed, y'all. I gotta work tomorrow with middle school children.
Hey, the next time you take a
So
piss, stop yourself. That's a Kegel.
Can't
What?
do that.
Fuck no, cause if I'm finna come, I'm aiming where I asked her
Oh
where she
my.
wanted at.
okay.
That's
Okay.
not the point. That's not the
Okay.
point,
That's
bro.
yeah, that's not the point at all. But we're gonna close on that.
Hey,
I
hold on.
appreciate you all for joining.
One more
I
thing.
appreciate
Cowboys
you.
suck.
I
I agree with
appreciate
that.
you all
Yes.
for joining.
Yes.
Um we'll see you all
Cowboys
next
suck.
week.
Yankees suck.
Good night.
We
Ooh,
lost in
good
that
night.